And on that note, we're live!
Bye!
It's been so long.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back once again. We are here live with Dungeons & Dragons, a Zeitgeist Years of KrakenQuest Campaign 5th Edition Revolution.
Just keep rolling. Just keep rolling.
Perfect. Well done.
Good. I wasn't sure if that came out right, so thanks for the reassurance, guys.
And it was exactly in the right order, too.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
After a brief hiatus due to someone making another human or something, I don't know. We are back
Weird. I don't know.
with KrakenQuest Zeitgeist.
Fucking babies. How do they work?
Sam, the babies don't do the fucking.
You're gonna say, Sam, babies don't work.
Also very good.
Unless you enact that policy in Frostpunk. Anyway,
It
I'm
can fit into any machine.
I am Redbeard, your dungeon master, coming at you right now live from this. I don't know what's with my brain today.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it
It's
has.
been a long time. I forgot half the things in this game.
I haven't dungeon mastered in a fortnight or so. How long's a
It's
fortnight?
been 1 week.
Since you looked at me?
Down on our left, we've got Sam playing once again Jack the Wizard Fighter. You have a
I
fighter.
had something really good to say when I was introduced this morning, but I forgot it in the course of the day. So I'm gonna sit here all night trying to think of it.
Well, let us know
Or just,
the moment that you think of it, please.
I will.
but if you don't think of it tonight, just go ahead and commit Sudoku.
So,
You know, on the other
that comment. Sitting next to Sam is Catherine playing Mina, the shooty fighter.
Am I? I'm not sure how this works anymore.
You shoot your gun, you miss, and then you shoot your gun and you hit.
I keep track of my averages, and my average is way higher than that.
On your first
Why
shot?
does it always happen that way?
Do you keep track of them for each shot?
Look, I can show you. I'm gonna write down the statistics, and we'll put them on the Discord server.
Alright, I believe you.
Do you have the statistics separated by whether or not it was your first shot in the round?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Alright. Going next in the line, we have James playing Il Fairy, the bird druid.
Yar, 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 yar.
You're not a bard. Also, James, you might want to tilt your camera down slightly. We're just getting...
Okay, I did.
that's
I
better.
cropped it a lot, so it'll be.
We just kind of got your head, like, sitting just barely above your nameplate right now. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And then next, last but not the least, we have Carter playing the Rogue Artificer.
Hi. I stab things, and sometimes I make things that stab things.
Seems accurate. And once again, as a reminder, we do have the D&D Beyond plugin enabled. So if you're watching this live on Twitch, you can scroll over the left side panel, and you should be able to see pop out of the character's stats. I remember.
It is on the wrong campaign right now.
Ah, that is what I forgot to do. I remembered to enable it, not change it.
Also, my character name on that one is wrong. It's supposed to be Wolfmere. I just forgot to change it.
There we go.
It also will only work on the browser client. If you're casting it to your television, it does not work to rub a computer mouse against the screen.
No, they still have not expanded.
If you want to keep track of our hit points in real time, you can't.
Or you're going to have to do it manually.
It has its limits, but it's still a neat little thing.
Yes, it's I'd rather have it than not. I'll
Yeah.
put it that way.
But you can also like click on our characters and you can see all the weapons we have and like our proficiencies, and magic items that we have on. Yeah. And then you can also view the character sheet. Although I don't think you'll be able. Yeah, you can't
There
view
we go. Now it's showing.
Carter or
Jeremy's still
Katharine's
at
'cause they
17
have
hit
it
points.
private.
I still have secrets.
Oh, I can change that.
I actually can't change it. I still have secrets on there. Once the secrets are revealed, I can change it.
Write
but
them on a
I
piece
have
of
no idea
paper
what
and
now
take
they
them
have
off
them.
your character sheet.
I literally can't.
Oh.
Anyway,
He's off.
so we finished chapter 3 in a thrilling overtime test, or what am I trying to say? We last time at the conclusion of chapter 3. Who wants to give me a brief rundown of where we ended off?
Ooh, boy, let me think.
Catherine, you have notes.
So, well, I should have really looked over these anyway. So for the very last session, which was session 41, I have smash cut to interrogation as my first note. Zambria Meredith, thing in head named Sujin, is a Gidum. Sujin was with McBannon, obsessed with obscurati, the ob. I have some names and shit. Saxby was something, has something. She's sideways and worked with McBannon. But, you know, we already knew that because I'm justified as hell because that was out to get me. Jumps through the ceiling and I see 5, 6 actually whole combats where I shot and got hit with the first hit. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We were under a lot of stress. Like, it makes sense.
Resealed the portal. Zambria has requested if she can hitch a ride, and she is inside Jack's head.
Wow, Jack grew a personality.
Wow, I'm sure old Fairy will find some way to angrily lecture him about this.
Wow.
Rude.
Hurtful.
Saxby hasn't been seen since. Her work has been unmasked, so she bounced, and Delft is the new Lord Inspector, which makes our jobs so much easier.
I was gonna ask what his title was, because Lady Inspectress feels gendered.
I was really hoping that was just the title.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
first one. And now whoever's in that doesn't matter.
I mean, his previous title was Assistant Chief Inspector. So,
yeah, so it's Assistant Chief Inspector and Lady Inspectress.
Oh,
Like in Vampire, the ruler of the city is a prince. It doesn't matter who or what you are, you're a prince.
Yeah.
yeah, and
You
the
could be a
Reshi
dog,
King,
but you're a prince.
the Reshi King in Stormlight Archives.
cool.
Yeah.
Good thing
Although that one's a little
that these aren't
oh,
those.
Katrine, you have not taken a long rest. You look very wounded.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll fix it.
She
Okay.
didn't sleep for a week.
Oh no! She's dead.
All I did was level up Mina, and then I put her character sheet away and didn't even look at it.
Are there rules in this edition for dying from not sleeping?
You
6th level
get exhausted.
die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Also, I don't know if Twitch can see it, but I can finally start using my
Your conspiracy board. Yeah, it's in the
my
shot.
conspiracy board again.
Hey, James, how many hit points do you have?
50.
That's right. I still have 1 fucking hit point less than James.
I have 12 less than James.
His title is Chief Inspector.
Chief Inspector. Okay.
Lady
Why was she lady?
Inspectress.
Lady Inspector Stealth.
Oh,
Reporting for duty.
probably. My guess is that she was unrelatedly a lady. Like like it was a noble title. So like she was the Chief Inspectress, Lady Inspectress Margaret Saxby.
That's a possibility.
Just cut off some words there.
Let me see if I have her bio.
I mean, that's a
easily
guess.
at
I
hand.
don't know, but
Yeah, no, it tracks though.
Guys, the longer we keep him distracted, the less things I have to actually come up with tonight. So let's keep this rolling.
Well, I was just gonna say, I don't think that Delft was ever
Lady Zaxby was a darling of the public when she married a much younger veteran, a soldier who had been knighted during the Fourth Yearsel War, but the move was intended merely to improve her standing. Lady Zaxby. Yeah, so yeah, she married into royal or the title.
Of lady.
Yes.
Good to know.
But her title was Chief Inspector.
So if Stover Delft marries into the title, could he be Lady Chief Inspector Stover Delft?
Only if he
Mere days ago, you learned the name of the conspiracy, the Obscurati. They have kept their secrets well, though twice their plots have endangered Flint. Both were accidents. An earthquake released a flood of deadly magical fuel that they were refining on Cauldron Hill. And an alien monster freed by their tinkering with ancient magic nearly pulled the RHC headquarters into an insane far realm. You don't know what their ultimate designs are, but what you've seen suggests that they have access to many resources. Your boss, Chief Inspector Dover Delft, asks you to meet him aboard your ship, far from possible spies. Conspiracy seems overconfident in their ability to keep secrets, and they don't know how much you've learned. But you have a time and a place where you know this obscurati will be gathered. The 20th of winter in Vendrise. It's time for you to plan your next move. I'll apologize for not bringing pastries and coffee, Delph says. This meeting needs to be as hush-hush as possible. I have the first tiny bits of a plan in my head, but it won't work unless if any spies get wind of this. Loose lips sink ships, and you, constables, are going overseas.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we sink them constantly.
I mean,
I know.
I don't even have lips, so
once. We've only done that once.
And it was the first time I was ever on a ship, so I'm good at it.
And I don't have the materials to do that again anyways.
I was about to say, to be fair, they already sank the ship.
You guys are really bad with metaphors, aren't you?
One thing real quick that I just didn't quite hear. Are we on his ship or our ship?
Your ship.
All right, so we are on... Sorry, a dog just ran in here.
Where did that come from?
Whoa, the whole Maddox family, everybody.
The trivial alibi.
We're good at metaphors, but also they're just fun to mess around with. Sorry, let's get to business.
Let's get that. Nope.
I'm just over here celebrating myself my first appearance on an official stream.
What, us raising $1,025 for Children's Healthcare of Atlanta isn't considered an official stream?
It's not part of Kraken canon, you know?
Yeah, that's
like a side
that's
quest.
Kraken Care, which is not part of KrakenQuake. It's like sideways to KrakenQuake.
Wait, but this is KrakenQuest.
Yeah, this is KrakenQuest, which is under the KrakenQuake header.
Like Kraken Care isn't?
It is.
Sure, apparently not.
No, it is. It's like the beach episode.
Okay, gotcha.
Does that
makes
mean
sense.
that we all need to wear bikinis at the next Kraken Care?
TOS, but yes.
Yeah, actually, we all need to be.
I'm pretty sure the TO. No, wait, it does say swimwear. You're right.
Next Kraken Care, and then we all have evil mirror universe goatees.
Does that just mean that we shave off our beards?
I think it means we shave off just where a goatee would be and leave everything else.
I've done that already.
All right. Delph continues. Guys, this letter says he'll be traveling by train from Beaumont at one end of the Avery Coast Railroad to Vendrise at the other. He'll be leaving on the 11th of winter and would attend a meeting on the 20th in Vendrise. I have a hunch he'll be meeting with someone else from the Obscurati group. I want you to take the same train that he would have and look for people that he might have been meeting with along the way, or others that are heading to the same meeting. And once you reach Vendrise, try to cover intelligence about the conspiracy, and if opportunity presents, take a prisoner for later interrogation and return to Monsieur. It's a little complicated, but we've got about 50 days to hash out the details.
So our job is to go, listen, grab a hostage?
Don't focus so much on the hostage that you lose sight of being able to get information and get out, but...
Got it.
And as you all know from your training, there are 5 good elements to any spy mission. Right?
Element 1, don't die.
Oh shit, why did that
Preparation and
happen?
the 4 of us?
Hold on, why did it do that?
I don't know. I'm not sure what it did, to be honest with you.
Captured OBS instead of capturing the
map.
Oh no.
I heard most of what you said, but
damn
that
it.
last bit you cut
God
out.
damn it.
3 or 5 main rules to what?
Well,
Successful mission.
just hold on, please.
Holding.
Do.
What?
If you have a PS5 and would like to send it to me, please mail it to.
Why? For what?
I mean, I can migrate all of my PS4 saves to it and play my games at better resolutions and frame rate.
Oh yeah, I forgot you've suddenly become a frame rate snob. Okay.
Demon's Souls.
There we go. Now, on the right scene.
You gotta play Minesweeper at the way it was intended at 460 FPS.
Of course. Well, that's Minesweeper though. You can't
4K.
Yeah, 4K.
Okay.
4K, 460 FPS.
So, okay. Cut. Cut. So as we all know, there are 5 elements to a good spy mission, right? That you learned in your training. Now say them with me.
Spy.
Secrecy. Are you guys looking at Roll20 or not?
I can see it. I see secrecy.
Oh shit!
I forgot to bring up Roll20 actually.
I didn't.
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum,
Like,
boom.
I opened a bunch of stuff. I'm like, okay, I got the player's guide. I got my character sheet. I'm good. I got my camera. Roll20. Secrecy.
Secrecy, stealth, stabbing, and
Cover identities. Contingencies. Spycraft.
I was right about that one. Spy.
And extraction. Right.
Yeah, like I said, stealth, going home, not getting caught, and some other stuff.
Contingencies, that's what I'm good at.
So.
Sexies. SSECC. Sexies.
So, for the next 7 weeks, you're going to work on preparing these elements for your mission. Secrecy. We must tell as few people as possible about what we'll be doing. You don't know who might be a spy, or when you might be under surveillance. You'll need a cover story, red herrings, things like that, so that any spies don't get suspicious at the lack of activity. Cover identities.
When he says cover identities, Theodore looks at Mina.
This will be a difficult operation. Requiring use of false identities to travel through multiple foreign nations. You'll need documents, appropriate attire, ways to explain your uncanny and martial prowess if anyone sees you get into a fight. You'll be traveling first class, so even if anyone questions the array of... He just looks at each of you in turn, your individual physical traits. It'll be a little bit easier to explain away. Contingencies. We do have agents lying low along the route that you'll be taking, but it'll be a challenge to coordinate them, so it'll be useful, so that they can be useful without drawing attention to you. And those will be the main elements that we'll be preparing over the next few weeks. Spycraft will come into play once you're actually on the mission, and while we'll lay out some groundwork for extraction, that doesn't really come up till the end of the mission.
What? You mean we can't violate causality? What even is this?
So, one last note. Your ship here, he says, just looking around at the deck around him, may already be known to the criminal elements that we're dealing with. So it'd be good if we can make some sort of exchange. I've got a man on the line to trade in this ship for another if you're savvy. Actually,
I suppose that depends on what kind of ship.
You have two options. He's got a an unarmed cutter, or a seaworthy steamship. Or sorry, you have an unarmed cutter, or you had an unarmed cutter. We have either a two-masted schooner or a seaworthy steamship, armed with light cannons.
Cannons are good.
Cannons, please.
Steamship is good.
Steamship, absolutely not.
We're literally gonna have to A-team drug Ilferi's milk to get him on the plane.
Take the cannons that we earned through combat. We will put it on the other ship.
No, I like Steam. Steam is good.
The schooner does have 4 cannons.
I mean, we also have 4 cannons.
Yeah.
We have 6 cannons.
So if we put them on the steamship,
The buyer's taking this ship as is.
cool.
What type of cannons did you say were on the schooner?
Light cannons on each. The schooner is called the Roscommon, and the steamship is the Kalundoran.
Do we have
Common
stats
are
on this?
private steamships.
Yeah, where's the steamship in the reference guide?
I'll have to write up some stats for them later.
Well,
but
if we were say pretending to be private citizens, how outlandish would it be for us to have a steamship?
I mean, probably similarly outlandish for us to have any other ship, right?
they're getting more and more common, but there's a chance it could stand out. We're only taking this ship from Ressure to Dinar, where you'll be boarding the Avery coat. He pats his coat for a minute, and then holds out a brochure to you all.
Ooh. Every Coast Railroad. First class foundations.
Man, I wonder if there's going to be a murder on the Orient Express.
No, it's called the Avery Coast Railroad.
Oh, so it's completely different. Gotcha.
First class accommodations, fine dining, scenic views, 3,000-mile route servicing Beaumont, Cherig, Orinthia, Trecholm, Nalam, Sidminos, and Vindrisa in only 6 days. Trains departing every day from every station. Travel the coast at high speed in comfort and safety. Our trains' nightly stopovers are safe in safe populated areas attended by security professionals. Our courteous, helpful, experienced staff always accords special attention to traveling families. A view from the Avery Coast are as the train nears Minos.
But what happens if the engine stops?
Train stops.
We all freeze and die.
Watch Snowpiercer. It's a good movie.
Anyway.
Okay, I want to go back to the ship thing really quick. There's got to be some sort of advantage that we have for not having that steam monstrosity, right? Like, it's a bigger ship.
Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, what is a steamship comparable to, roughly?
Once
so
per
we can get an idea.
Oh, neat. The Roscommon does come equipped with I
mean, a schooner is
once per short rest, the captain standing at the head of the ship can use an action to ask the favor of the Queen's figurehead. The Roscommon and everyone aboard teleports 50 feet to an unoccupied space. It maintains the same heading and speed.
Yes, that one.
Laid down in 417 AOV when it was nearing completion, its designer had a druid deliver a replica to a Fey circle near the town of Roscommon. The model ship delighted the local Fey Queen and the next morning, the designer returned to work, and the ship's figurehead had been replaced by a beautiful fairy woman carved from living wood. Now, this one seems boring and dumb.
I do like that it specifies that it teleports the ship and the people on it. The ship teleports 50 feet.
The Kalundarin was a Dracaran-built steamship.
That one.
Joined the Draken Navy at the tail end of the Four Sierra Soul War. Was captured by Risuri forces when the ship stayed too close to an ongoing naval battle between Risuri and Dinarans. The captain claimed that he tried to avoid the fight, but his ship had changed course when it wasn't looking like it wanted to get into combat. The dwarves of Jakar built the Kalundran to be a sturdy, armored scout ship capable of patrolling the edge of the naval formation and surviving few hits if it ran into trouble. Archons to examine the ship postulate that some manner of spirit might inhabit its steam engine.
Old Drakran ships. A little quirky, but very tough. Extremely good ships.
Or a ship with the favor of the Fae of the Sea.
Yeah, I trust Draken engineering more than the whims of a fairy.
I would also trust engineering before the Fae.
Sorry, Elfairy, I'm on their side.
I hate this so much. I'm a sailor. I can't do anything on some steam-powered monstrosity.
So learn to.
No.
Yeah, you have like fire abilities, right?
What'd you say?
You have fire abilities, don't you?
Barely.
So you can make the engine go better. Just like you could make the sails go better.
Because they're dangerous to have on a ship.
Every ship needs a helmsman. Theodore hasn't been on a Drakran ship in a very long time, and he's kind of happy about this.
I was really looking forward to this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Steamboat, then train.
Steamboat, then train.
Steamboat, then train.
And last chapter was the gun show.
Yep.
It's not been a good couple arcs for Elfairy. He also died. Having a bad day there, bird buddy?
Did it say next to Chris, does it say when you're telling your party what classes to choose, warning the druids are going to have a bad time?
I can't hear both of you at once.
Do your thing, James.
I was saying I have not been having a good time, and I was hoping my friends here would be on my side regarding a wooden ship.
Nope. Steamship.
That sails.
Steamship sails.
Wouldn't actually, good question. Steamships, I'm assuming are wooden steamships generally, or are these metal steamships?
Are these ironclads?
Said it was armored.
That's true, but there's lots of varieties of armor when it comes to this era of ship.
Yeah.
That's not a very good illustration on previous page.
Illustration on previous page, it's just like a stick figure boat.
It's like a
slightly better than that.
We were playing Jackbox last week.
No, it's just very blurry and black and white and whatever.
It's literally a Bigfoot photo. Or I guess it's in the water, so it's a Loch Ness Monster photo.
All right, here we go. Let me just send this. The here.
It's like I kind of wanted Zeodor to be on Ilferi's side, but it's like Zeodor doesn't like the Fae, doesn't like teleportation, and does like Dracarin ships, and does like steam engines. So it's like I can't
Literally
justify this.
Everything that was described about the wooden boat is like everything Ilferi wants in a boat. The whole thing.
But it's three against one, buddy.
It's like these two boats just like perfectly split Zeodor and Ilferi. It's just like there was no possible way.
I also really wanted to back Ilferi, but like steam-powered ship, new, pretty, interesting. I can look at that and try to figure out if there's anything I can use in like my dad's shop.
Jack wanted to back Ilferi, but no, wait, he didn't.
Wow. Hurtful.
Wait, but what did Zambria Meredith want?
What about Zambria? Ooh. She likes new experiences. Fuck.
We submitted it anonymously. Whoops.
Yeah. I think Zambria would come down on the Dracarin ship as well.
It's now 4 against 1. No, it's 4 against 2. Troubles likes to win.
It's gonna be miserable.
I do believe it is an an armored ship.
I'm sorry, what was it called again?
The Kalundarian. It's there on the handout I just gave you.
20. Yeah.
You guys see the handout?
Yeah.
Kalundarin.
It's really blurry. It's like someone took a black and white photo from like 12 miles away.
So that's the rest common.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, that looks like a schooner.
Yeah, that's a schooner.
Here, let me show you the possibly worst picture of the Kalundarin.
It's more like a clipper, but
or wait, I can just left this on.
Here. Here was a steamship. It wasn't a great one, but it was a steamship.
Here, this is the only picture we have of the Kalundarin, so you're not far off with the Bigfoot picture.
That looks like the Nautilus is about to attack it. Like
it's a U-boat that somebody stuck sails on.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
It's perfect. This
All
is
right.
my child,
I will fully stat out.
I have to stop saying that. I have an actual child.
I will fully stat out whichever option you choose. I just didn't want to go through the effort of doing both because I'm lazy or whatever.
That's fine. So where are the stats for the calendar?
Yeah. I would have made the exact same call.
I need to make it. What I have is what I've shared with you so far.
Yeah, no, I got it. I'm just...
That was mostly a joke that we're not going to be taking the
yeah.
shooter.
Oh, I see. have followed through with understanding of the joke now, I will now commence the laughter. All right.
Everyone knows. If you explain a joke, it makes it funnier.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So,
Or if you repeat it multiple times.
This joke is funnier because
I'll get the paperwork handled to get the Lundarin commissioned ready for you guys in the next couple days, depending on how long it takes to get everything sorted out. But it'll certainly be ready by the end of the month.
I feel like the next thing you're going to tell me is I have to learn how to use a gun.
I will never make you learn to use a gun.
it would be a good.
So now we're doing your cover identities. The only outfit we have that fits you is this gunslinger outfit.
We got it from a gunslinging bird.
It fits you like a bird glove.
Okay.
The gunslinging bird's name was Rock Rackus. No relation.
His name was Rack Rockus.
Quick, give me that gun really quick. I think I know how to use it. Fuck.
All right.
He blew headphones off.
Rack Rackus is definitely like a D-list stripper name.
Oh, Rack Rockus is actually his porn name.
All right, guys. So moving on, we're gonna do a sort of montage that will cover the next 7 weeks. This will include your downtime. So we're gonna basically we're gonna make checks for the first 3. Well, not necessarily check. If there, you'll make a check if one is needed. But we're gonna work towards successes on these 3 categories. This is basically a modified long form.
Yeah.
So,
This is one of the things I really, really loved in 4th edition, and is one of the things that's really fun about playing a 4th edition, an originally 4th edition module in 5th.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
wish they would have learned more from 4th edition instead of pretending it didn't happen.
I mean, they learned a lot. They just kind of hid it under a veneer of 3.5. If you look into it a bit, it's very funny.
So, basically, how this will work is we'll go through rounds. I guess I can just use this to keep track of where we are. You don't necessarily have to go in any particular order.
Roll for initiative for who wakes up first.
It's me. I'm the early bird.
Boo.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna show that.
Please laugh.
Okay, Jeb.
Sorry, that actually got me.
So each turn will actually. Let me just go ahead and grab your figures. Oh, who's gone?
All these ordeals the past week has made Ilferi dumb again. He's back down to 9 intelligence.
Oh yeah, it's Friday. I forgot.
Yeah, right?
It's weird not playing this on Tuesday.
It's not Tuesday anymore.
Like I don't have to go to bed as soon as this is over.
I
Hey.
do.
Okay.
It's-
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry.
Now it's showing up.
oh, you're
Okay, so like I said, we don't necessarily need to go in any one character's particular order, but just tell me which goal you'd like to work towards. I can give you some suggestions on what sorts of things you can do in each goal, or if you want to just freeform it. And this is something that you might achieve within a week.
Were we gonna cover downtime, or no? We were gonna do downtime in the course of this.
Yeah. So once we finish a round of the mechanical skill challenge, we can say what you might be doing with your time otherwise for downtown activities. So who would like to go first?
I got something.
If anyone has an idea, or
I need to requisition a hat of this. Well, actually, no, not necessarily. We need to talk as a group about what we want to masquerade as first.
Mhm.
So let's have that conversation, I guess, right? And
Yeah.
this will be a cover identities check that we're kind of doing together.
I was hoping to talk to Nathan about maybe finding a way to get a cover identity as a distant cousin of his.
That could work.
So I could maybe get some paperwork to not hide the horns.
That would be. The issue is how many people do we have to trust to get that?
Hopefully, just Nathan is kind of what I'm getting at, and whether or not we trust Nathan.
Exactly.
Did you-
Not to mention, there's. I don't believe that there would be too much of a need to hide the horns. Are they that identifiable?
Not particularly. It's just that, like, we've been in the paper here, and the paper here gets disseminated other places because it's a big town.
True,
Actually-
but we will be in Dinar.
Right,
Are-
but
Do
those people
cameras
have-
exist, by the way? Or are the pictures in the paper like artistic renditions?
That's a very good question.
I believe there are photographs because if, for example, the brochure.
Yeah.
Oh, and when we
Oh, yeah,
were
it does say a
investigating the murder, yeah, we had the photograph from the whatever.
Oh, and also, I guess just to have a visual on this, not where on the map. So you guys will be boarding in Belmont.
Right.
Oh, okay. So we're sailing all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're here in Flint now, and you'll sail through the Avery Sea up the coast to Belmont, where you'll get on board, and then if you see this white hatched line, this is the railroad that goes through Orange, Corinthia, Stockholm, down around the border states, into Chrysalir, down to Sidminos, and then back out again.
Okay, and we're riding that all the way to Vindrise?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
So, are we planning to be boarding as a group or individuals that happen to be near each other frequently?
Group makes it easier for us to
Be
have reasons
together.
why we're together.
But it does make us more suspicious.
True.
Not necessarily. When I say that I want to talk to Nathan, though, it doesn't necessarily mean I don't necessarily have to let him in on. I am using the information I'm talking him to about with him to craft a new personality. But like knowing who his family is, being able to answer those questions at a drop of a hat. If someone asks me, we can craft it as me being a distant cousin.
I
Sure.
see.
There-
I like that plan.
Decent cover.
And
There
and
is-
then if
There is potentially some risk in that as well because you're using a well-known name.
But that's my point. Like, would anyone know his like third cousin twice removed on his father's side who stays out in the
Of the King of Dinar? Maybe.
But all I'm saying is they tend to be so they fuck. I could be the bastard child of a bastard child.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And they could be my cousins.
So, as a group, what are we? What will we be, I guess?
I mean, it's possible to. We don't necessarily all have to go together either. If we board 2 and 2, someone could be my bodyguard.
I could be your manservant. Wear something to high collared cover up this.
Because yeah, this is a little identifiable.
It's a bit identifiable. Zeodor says, his left arm hanging directly downwards.
Why
Looking,
so many
look-
things? in our-
looking over at the brightly colored Birdman. Yes, the neck scar is quite identifiable. I can see how that could be a problem.
Puts on
Definitely
scarf.
very hard to cover up for sure.
Mina,
Yes.
there is another tiefling woman that you've encountered recently that you could assume an identity of.
If only you could
Yeah.
remember her name.
No, yeah. That's also true.
This is a suggestion.
And we have direct line to knowledge.
It's true.
Do people know that? Sorry, I'll just say this in character. Do people know that Bergeron is dead? You know, the tiefling with the horns like this.
I'd imagine news traveled.
Certainly everyone in Flint knows, but it would be a crapshoot at best, I think.
Just curious, like,
He was a
How-
pretty well-known,
Yeah.
like, philanthropist.
And anyone he's
Is
supposed
probably
to
in the
meet with
paper.
is certainly gonna know that he's dead.
okay.
Not to mention, I don't think that any of us could convincingly pass for Bergeron.
No, but
All right, we're gonna dress up Jack as Rock Rackus.
Hey, Rock Rack is here.
Rock Rackus is now an AM DJ.
I was going more for Zap Brannigan, but I see how we got there.
Okay, so if we go in pairs, I'm assuming the two of you, like, looking at looking at Jack and Mina, you two are going to be going in together, and that would leave me and Zeodor going
don't
in
think-
together.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think the two of us make a pretty suspicious pair.
Well, I think I might be able to get something that helps me out. But I kind of wanted to know. Well, I'm trying to figure out if maybe standing out is a good thing.
Right? That's the other thing. It's not necessarily bad to stand out, and if you're overly flamboyant, yeah, they see you, but they discount you.
Like, I hate to say it, like, give me a gun and
No one would ever think that it's you then.
and other stuff that's, you know, less characteristic. I work on my voice stuff for a bit, and suddenly I'm some sort of flamboyant bird trader.
Caw-caw! Sorry, that was my father. Sorry.
Would a bird trader be a stool pigeon?
No!
Hmm?
Another option for me is finding some way to change my appearance and being Zambria. I would have access to her memories if Jack's with me.
I think we'd probably have an easier time dressing Jack up as Zambria.
Or that. I have no problem with that, but that leaves me with horns. And their
Actually,
space.
can Zambria take over?
Yes.
Can she kind of pilot your body?
Yes.
Oh,
What?
That was
That's the voice from above. Jack could answer however he likes, but
I'm not comfortable with that option yet.
But even if you remain in control, if you could do a convincing voice, convincing enough, maybe claim you were in a fire accident. I don't know.
Or he could just be an archaeologist with lots of knowledge about the ancients. Doesn't
That's
have to be Zambria.
It's true too.
Good
That
point.
could work pretty well.
Hey, were any of the tieflings that we saw that were dead at either the what the fuck are they called? Ziggurats? Were any of them female?
Like Finona?
Well, yeah. Okay, thank you. I wasn't but yes.
We didn't kill Finona though, did? Oh no, she is dead.
Yeah, she did.
I forgot. I was like, no, we captured her. We left her alive, and then the ship burnt.
Yep.
Right.
Other than her, I don't think there were any other female tiefling.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't kill her. What's her face killed her?
So
Well,
yeah,
say
there's-
Jin killed her.
Yeah, that person. That's who I was talking about.
Yeah, actually, Finona's probably our best bet for me.
Oh, and then you could be sad about Caius being dead.
And I have his letter.
Yeah. That's actually why I was asking about Caius in the first place.
Yeah, if I go as Finona, and whether Jack hides himself as a lady or just comes with his knowledge of archaeology, we would make a decent pair who could probably make our way through.
I honestly don't know enough about my own people to really know what they do out in the world. I know they're sailors sometimes, but that's... I mean, not everyone does the same thing. People retire, have families other places.
Yeah, I mean
So-
the Avarian, is that what we called them?
Yeah.
They're not common, but like it's not like somebody would be like totally astonished to see one out and about, especially if you're, on a presenting as a well-to-do member of society.
Mhm. So what kind of job should I have as a fancy person?
Well, you come from a
Fancy
seafaring
living.
people, right?
Here we
Wealthy
come.
Merchant is an easy and quick cover story. Nobody knows the name of the guy who sells the fish to the guy who sells the fish to the guy who sells it to you.
It's true.
It's a good idea.
Then I just like... I mean, I hate to say it, but like, I honestly think that gun idea isn't like bad.
I don't know that you need the gun, honestly. If you're playing the part of a wealthy merchant, often these sorts of people protect themselves with money rather than weapons.
So
And
carry
the-
a giant bag of gold that I just throw at people's faces.
And a bodyguard.
This isn't the merchant job from Bravely Default.
Oh wait, it's not. Pay off my enemies.
Jack makes a pretty convincing bodyguard.
That's also true.
Yeah.
And I think Ilferi would look quite good in a tall hat.
Even bigger than this one.
Taller than that one. That
Are you
one's
wearing a hat? I
Yeah.
didn't know you were wearing a hat.
When we sail, I wear a hat. I wear
fair
a
enough.
pirate. Well, not a pirate, but a sailor's tricorn with one of my molted feathers.
My boat.
Yeah, it's my boat hat.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But yes, taller. Brighter color. And it's going to have to match your vest.
Ooh, and pants. Ugh.
You're going you're going to need to wear something nice. You could probably get away with something that's not strictly pants, but looks down. It's going to need to cover more than that.
Ugh.
Bird dick.
You do kind of run around with your cloaca hat hanging out.
It's probably common for the Avarian to wear like a skirt sort of thing, even the men. Like probably like a waistcoat with just kind of like
Yeah.
just a long waistcoat.
Yeah, basically.
And I mean, in Earth history, skirts were very popular men's fashion in most of the world for most of history.
I have never understood why men wear pants
Yeah.
and not skirts.
It definitely makes more sense.
For.
Right?
It's because a bunch of Europeans went north and then it was cold.
Sure, I get that. But my point is, how much easier is it to pee with a penis if you just lift a skirt?
This has been Real Takes with Catherine Snyder.
Also, I don't live in Northern Europe, so like I'm kind of with you. I don't get it.
I just like the feel of
Reclaim the skirt.
All right, just because no one else has said it, it's called a kilt.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
Yeah, but
saying.
you get made fun of if you wear a kilt, like 100%.
Unless you're at Dragon
You don't want
Con.
to be that guy.
I mean, maybe you just need better friends if they're making fun of you for wearing a kilt.
I'm not talking about friends, but anyways. Long
Guys have
waistcoat
friends.
and
A short jacket.
okay, so I'll be some sort of trader.
Jacket.
Jack, you were gonna be going with Mina though as an archaeologist, right?
I can
Like,
even
we
go
still
on
need to
to-
figure out something for Theodore.
Theodore could make a good bodyguard.
In practicality, in practical terms, yes, but we're speaking about how it appears, and I don't exactly cut a menacing figure.
What about if you were just a business associate and we don't need bodyguards?
Boards.
Bodyguards.
These are my bodyguards.
It's like a body pillow, but it's just like a really shapely.
Hey guys, I missed you.
I'm already like recalculating that this is going to take at least 2 sessions.
Yeah, I mean we're in and we haven't even
We haven't done anything. I love this game.
But I mean this is the most
Our
important.
session back was just going to be us bullshitting around.
We are establishing cover identities right now and also
It's true, it's
having
true.
speech impediments. Like, what's the big
Also,
deal?
we have no time limit, so cool.
Right.
I have to
So,
go to work tomorrow.
Well, no, I meant
Okay.
in terms of
Yeah, so we have to stop by like what, 6 a.m.?
yeah.
Catherine, what
I mean,
time
like
do you
5. I want to get an hour or 2 of sleep.
have to go bed at 10 though?
Alright, so Theodore and I can be traders that are there to negotiate a business deal, maybe?
Yeah. Sure.
Perhaps.
Why would we
Doesn't-
bring bodyguards on a heavily guarded ship?
Oh,
Or
But
train?
does it make sense that we would? Oh, we're associates traveling to. I see what you're saying. We are associates traveling to Chrysalir to do business with someone there.
Sure, yeah, that works.
If we were willing, this falls into the problem of trust again. But if we were willing to get someone from the family involved, it would make a convenient reason to be conducting covert business to Chrysalir.
Uh-huh.
But that would involve getting Cipriano involved in some way. He wouldn't necessarily have to know anything, but it could still. It's a potential leak, but it could be good if we can trust him.
Is it terrible if I say I trust a member of the underworld to back me right now more than anyone in our at work? Because I mean, Lady
except for Del.
Actress was fucking in on this shit, and she specifically told us not to do business with this man.
As the one on this boat that's seen how dark the things our government does, I'd trust him before I'd trust anybody.
It's
Actually, would you be willing to be like the accountant or something? I'm not like I can't even pretend to be good with numbers, honestly.
Okay.
Which one of us are you talking to?
You?
Sure, I could be a bookman.
I think it fits your stature, kinda.
Yeah.
But he can only count to 5.
He's actually worked out a notation like using
I mean, you could just count in
half-raised.
binary. It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
Or I mean, sign language is all one hand.
or what was the
That's true.
I heard about like the Babylonian thing where like they count the
yeah.
segments of your fingers.
Mm.
Like you count to
Yeah.
12 on one hand using like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking was like not raised, half raised, full raised, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, that's the binary thing.
And
Yeah.
Well, no, binary is just literally counting in binary. So like this
Yeah.
would be 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can count to 31.
Which gosh, when Sakurai did that on that one Smash Bros video and did this as 0 and this as 1, it so threw me off.
We could also say that there's some fantasy. Like we could say that Drakren counting is extremely efficient and one-handed.
Sure, but also we're way off topic.
Well,
Yes,
no,
but it's a fun topic.
we're not that off topic. I'm talking about I'm still talking about Theodore and my
Right,
cover
but
idea, how we are gonna go. And then we're talking
being
about
an accountant does not require you to count your fingers.
It does not. I do have an abacus.
Great.
what about Koku?
That is another question. Koku
Medical
at
device.
Theodore, very annoyed. I think she's pats Koku on the head. Going to have to go. Oh, in the luggage. Koku bites Theodore.
Well, could Koku pose as an ornament, or maybe the thing we're planning on trading?
Koku is looking at you like she does not like this idea.
In a way that we keep Koku accessible and out in the open instead of in luggage.
It seems practical, but I'm not sure she can sit still that long.
Then let's pretend to be trading Koku as an animatronic thing that we are bringing.
If we're worried about what people might have seen in pictures, though, Koku stands out.
Flashback to front page newspaper picture with Koku just like flirt out above the party.
Marvel
Okay.
of modern engineering.
Is it possible to put Koku in another body?
It would be. Koku looks apprehensive, but it would be possible.
And I mean, like, we keep this body and then change it back later, right?
Theoretically, real quick setting thing. I've been imagining that we're having this conversation on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I still have my sailing hat on.
Right, of course. You have your hat. You've got the hat. Of course, we're on the boat. How silly of me. Honestly, I'm not sure. So theoretically, yes, but theoretically there wouldn't be anything to transfer. Koko's not really supposed to be alive. I did not design her for that.
Okay, but like, where's Koku's brain? I just realized that I was like acting intelligence 10 or higher, so I need to pull it back a little bit.
Asking her, where's Koku's brain just makes me think of like old crappy B movies. They saved Hitler's brain.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, the brain should be here, pointing to the little arcane engine that runs Koku and the circuitry around it. But Koku definitely acts alive, which constructs don't do.
Koku,
Also,
where's your brain?
Tilt's head.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, in terms of anything involving changing anything on Koku, we're sort of in unexplored territory.
Can you swap the wings out for weird legs?
I
I don't
could
know if
certainly
it'll figure-
try.
Can we trade out your wings for some weird legs?
I'm not made of bolts and nuts and magic and stuff.
Koku flies after Mina says that. Koku flies over to Mina.
Well, I'm saying I don't mean like. I mean more as like attachment. Like I could put stilts on my arms.
I understand what you're saying, Ilferi, but I think it'd be better to have her in luggage and then get her when we need her.
If you're carrying like a briefcase, she could like be in that.
She can fold down pretty small.
Or like doctor's bag. I think she would fit in there, right?
Maybe not a doctor. What size class is she?
Tiny, I believe. Let me double check.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking small.
No, I don't think I can get a small yet. Or no, I can get a small, but
You
she's
chose not to.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could theoretically get something that is up to small, but I picked. Well, what size is a pseudo dragon? Because that's what she's based on.
I think a pseudo dragon's fine.
Yeah.
That's what.
So, yeah, you could probably come up with something in the next 7 weeks that could be like, you know, a bag or, you know, some sort of thing that could fit into an overhead luggage. I mean, well, you'll have private.
And even if we can't, we could get a bag of holding. Koku does not need to breathe.
I was just gonna say, she don't need to breathe.
Right. I've been having this whole conversation under the assumption that it was like big.
I guess it looks bigger because it's because it does have, I guess, like a wingspan, but
Yeah.
Will Koku be okay in a bag?
She won't be happy, but she'll be okay. Koku from Mina's shoulders kind of squawks at Zeodor.
it's either that or in the back of the train.
Or on top of the train, but
Yeah.
I have look, I haven't put Koku in the wind tunnel. I don't know how to go through.
I love the image of the train barreling down the tracks and Koku's just like.
Okay, so then I guess that takes care of what we plan on going as, and it's just a matter of setting up these identities individually.
Yeah. If we're going to be business people, then we need to be business people of some company. So either we need to have a fictional company that is with impressive enough forgeries to seem legitimate, or we need to forge the documentation of some legitimate company. The second option comes with greater risk of getting discovered, but it also means that we're a little less suspicious that we're some big shots from some company that nobody's never heard of.
Here's a third potential option, maybe. Fuck, I don't have my notes, so I forgot his name. The alchemist dude that we brought back to life.
Touch him.
Sechem. We
Right,
could
we kill
do a
Sechem and
legitimate
use him as a mask.
business trade for Sechem.
It's not the worst idea Fairy's ever had.
It's a good idea. It's a solid enough idea. It does mean either either involving Sechem directly, or it means convincing Sechem that he needs to do some form of business in Crystallier, and that we're the people to do it for him, which feels like a bit of a long shot.
I trust him enough to include him on this and not have to lie to him.
Who whoever we involve, we're lying to partially. We can't give anyone the full scope of what's going on.
That's true.
I
It's
mean,
a very
yeah,
good point.
we could just say we're going to Chrysalier. We are going to be.
Honestly, we shouldn't even tell him we're going to Chrysler. We should tell him we're going to.
Oh, we could. Yeah,
Fair.
we could be doing a trade in some other stopover.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, we aren't actually doing a trade. We just need papers from his business saying that we are that we're some form of representative, and we
Oh,
need
and
him
that
to back us up.
we're trying to establish trade with Chrysalier, maybe. So nothing has to actually happen. We just need to be going there, or going to any. Well, we'd have to say Chrysalier.
It's if we're going to involve him, I think it's better to tell him that we are going to be using the papers for some sort of a deceptive purpose,
Right.
and I mean he knows we're constables. We tell him that we need it as part of an ongoing investigation, uh, and that we are just using the business name to gain access to a location in the guise of businessmen. But there's another wrinkle to this, which is that also exposes him to backlash potentially, because we are putting his name and his company's name in our involvement with
Who
this.
don't we like?
What was the name of that foundry that makes
Right.
Rockus's bullets?
Yes.
Did I write that
Pretend to be
down?
one of their merchants,
Yeah.
We could be.
I-
We would
and
need
then
some
act
forgeries,
like
but
assholes the whole time.
I'm already an asshole.
I don't remember if I wrote down the name of that.
I did. Give me a second.
I was about to say I know that Catherine did because Mina had a vendetta against them.
Yep. Not enough to create a vendetta bullet yet. But
Well, you need a person's name. I don't think you can write a company's name on a vendetta bullet.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
kill this
know.
company.
For
Look
hate,
out.
we're great enough.
willing to try.
Just shoot the building. The entire building collapses like the fall of the House of Usher.
Zebediah's Foundry. Exclamation point, Mina hates them.
Write it down now.
Told you I'd find it.
It is something that we could go in with together. We have a munitions expert, an accountant, apparently.
Jeez.
I just saw like a blur fly upwards.
A bodyguard and a trade minister, right?
Yes.
Lemmy got the zoomies because something spooked him in the other room. So he sprinted in here, jumped up, and sprinted up.
But he spun out before he even came through the door. He was a whole mess. Sorry.
Were the legs just flying?
Well, his butt swung around.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay.
Sorry. That
Have
was hilarious.
Have you guys ever been here when he's running and he loses traction and he just slides ass first into the wall?
The only time I've seen Lemmy, he sticks his head out of the hallway and hisses at me, and then runs away.
Yep.
We're trying new strategies where we give him treats and guests give him treats.
Hmm.
It seems
Yeah, that's what we did with Chucky when we first got her. I don't know how much that overlaps for cats, but worked well for
Depends on the cat.
dog.
He is very treat motivated.
That's
Yeah.
good, though.
It was weird with Chucky at first because she was treat motivated, but she was so nervous when we first got her that, like, if you didn't give her the treat, she'd just be like, "Oh, okay." It was like, no, you're supposed to keep trying to do the thing so I can give you the treat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What were we
Okay,
talking
so-
about?
So I think that this is a solid plan.
We go
The
as
only
trade
way-
merchants for that gun company.
Zebediah's Foundry.
Yeah.
The way that this goes sideways is if an actual representative of Zebediah's Foundry is on the train, but that seems unlikely.
I guess we'll just have to kill them. No, not really.
Or
We could.
we'll figure it out.
It probably won't come to that. Probably won't need. It will probably never come
If
up.
we kill them and put them in the bag of holding that we're considering buying, how many favors would we have to call in to get them resurrected?
One. Extended.
I feel like there are other options besides murder, but what do I know?
I don't know. You're a DM and you're saying I feel like there are other options besides murder.
Oh,
This
we could
is
tie them to the
I
train
don't know what you're
tracks,
saying.
and then we didn't kill them. They just died.
Oh wait, so we are going to be on the train. We're going to find this person, get off the train, run ahead of the train, tie them to the tracks like Snidely Whiplash, get back on the train before anyone notices, and then let the train hit them.
No. Like,
I
Excellent.
love
we
the
just
plan.
leave them on
Perfect.
the train tracks at the back of the train, and then like another train runs
Oh,
over.
got it.
Bravo for the Snidely Whiplash pull, by the way.
I
Respect.
mean, it's the only thing I think of when I think of tying things to train tracks.
All right, then I guess we need to go buy some clothes and practice being who we're going to be over the next.
So what's the final
While-
plan? Where did we come down on this? Are we a group?
It sounds like our best plan is to be a group from Zebediah's Foundry.
Am I still Finona? Because I got her letter. And hordes.
That works.
You could still be Finona. I was going to say that you were just our munitions expert because you're an actual munitions expert.
I'm not sure that's going to end at any point tonight, Keith.
It's really funny.
You can't see it because of how we're set up, but there's this stack here, and then there's a 7-foot tall bookcase next to us, and he has a box on top of the bookcase that is his. So he just keeps jumping up there and back down.
So we can still be two different groups with you going as Finona.
I think
Or-
that's the best call because not only is that also gives us 2 opportunities, so if someone gets caught, the other group doesn't necessarily get caught.
True.
That's a good point.
Or we could be involved in different business on different parts of the train.
Huh?
It gives us more flexibility as well.
Right, yeah. It gives us more places we can go. The less, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do 2 groups
2 groups.
with us being merchants and you guys being archaeologists.
Yes. We will use Zambria's know-how and Jack's thick skull, and I will pretend to be Finona. I've got her letter, which gives me access to that also gives me access to the group we're actually looking into.
And we will need to do some voice work, Theodore says in a perfect Crystallier accent.
That's weird.
That's
Go
actually
back to your
kind of
regular
impressive.
thing.
Right.
All right, so we've got
We will have to do some voice work.
Jack as archaeologist. I can't spell at all.
ARKE.
RKO-ologist.
Yeah.
We've got Mina
That's someone who studies Randall Keith Horton.
Yeah.
as Finona.
No, I studied defunct movie studios.
RKO-ologist.
We've got Ilferi as a merchant.
Trade master.
And we've got Zeodor as an accountant. Or is that, or where did we come on that? Is he just another merchant?
Accountant, or maybe weapon.
Yeah, I think I mean we're both merchants of some stripe. I hold the goods.
I do the
That's
wheel.
why I have that's why I have the box full of weird techie looking stuff.
Okay,
It's all gun parts, I promise. Don't look too close.
cool. So, now that we've got our overall strategy established, start digging into the nitty gritty.
I promised that I actually had to have this conversation because I was thinking about getting a hat of disguise, and I needed to know if I was going to be a bird or not.
No, I mean this was a conversation that we needed to have in character, so this was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good. I'm glad it only took us an hour and a half.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean,
That's a good
I
hour.
expected that.
I'm
Really?
having fun. That wasn't a complaint.
All
Hey,
right.
Sam, it's not just me. You do always sound like that.
So,
So,
who wants to
first
do a
chapter, right?
first week? Yeah. So I put up on the board some of the suggested actions. These are not. This is not an exhaustive list, and there are some suggested skill checks associated with some of them. And some of them also you can only be done so many times during the skill challenge. The two with asterisks on them do not necessarily contribute to successes because you're confronting these spies, then you are not acting in secrecy. So there are different levels of success you can get for each of these goals, either a total failure, a partial success, or a full success. So turning in the spies will not give you a full success, but can help contribute to a partial. The the busy work, leaving a fake paper trail. If that is done, if that has one success each week, then it will contribute to success.
Awesome.
Other than that, the contingencies are more freeform, kind of less mechanically inclined, more like narrative.
Oh, actually, kind of weird. That reminded me of the other magic item I got that you and I worked on together. So it's
Cool.
that saddle that I don't have to like carry an entire saddle anymore.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, yeah. So
Horse on the train. Horse on the train.
Well, I was thinking
Right,
more
if you-
horse like running away from a train.
if you have a cat running on the back of a horse and a horse on the train running forward, and the train is also moving at the same time, relativistic. All right. So the leave fake
What?
paper trail thing.
Yes.
So if we do that successfully once each week, it contributes 2 successes per week or 2 successes total.
Two additional successes
2 additional successes.
to the secrecy goal.
Got it. So it would do 9 successes total then, right? Because there's 7.
Yeah, one for exactly.
Perfect. All right. Just making sure I understood that.
Okay. I definitely need to practice being Finona and learning everything I can about the woman.
Well, Ilferi and I need papers, and I have some skill in forgery, so I think I'm doing that.
I need fancy schmancy clothes.
I can do fake paperwork.
What's his Troubles can help you with the fake paperwork if you'd like to give aid another.
I'm not gonna let Troubles advantage on that.
Oh man.
Zeodor, you said you'll be working on the documents,
Yeah, documents.
and Mina, you're gonna rehearse.
Yeah, I want to try to get as close to her speaking as I can remember. I'll run it past the guys, and if I can learn anything else about her, that'd be great.
But
Okay.
if not, I don't think that these people necessarily knew her. I feel like this was going to be her introduction to the group. So I can probably bullshit some of it.
Okay.
Do we have free will?
All right. So, Jack. So this is basically you trying to throw off any spies that might be on your trail, making it look like you're doing other work, and just kind of putting out documents as if you're doing mundane cases around town, basically. So we can go with a charisma, deception, persuasion, or deception or persuasion, to be kind of like talking to people around town, or be making convincing documentation, or sleight of hand dexterity to actually forge papers and stuff. Or if you have a suggestion of something else.
Honestly, can I use my +7 investigation to kind of fakely investigate things? Like, oh yeah, I heard there was a break-in over here. Anyway, looks like somebody like writing up like fake.
Okay, so using your general knowledge of the investigative process to
basically write up some fake reports and.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Cool. Woo! Natural 1.
Oh, I thought that was a good woo.
I did.
Nope. We start as we mean to go on, gentlemen.
All right.
Did you have inspiration, maybe?
Nope.
I don't know.
None of us do right now, I don't think.
Kristen, I have inspiration for my great idea.
Can we all have inspiration for that great hour and a half long session of in-character talking?
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Woo!
Yes!
That was some good roleplay.
Immediately.
I'm using it now. 11.
All right, that is not a success.
That means I rolled a 4.
Yeah, he didn't roll a whole lot better.
Okay, well, I guess we're not getting the 2 bonus points.
Nope.
All right.
I don't see any way logically that we would have known that he failed, right? So I don't see any way that one of us would take over for that.
No, I mean there's no commitment really. If someone else wants to switch over to doing that task instead.
Oh, sure. I just meant I couldn't figure out a way to justify it narratively. Like, why would we know that his didn't work?
Right.
Why would we know he needed backup?
Something along the lines of somebody calls him out on some of his BS and tells the rest of you about it, and so one of the rest of you. I mean, this is a week-long time period, so
yeah.
Then I'll hop over to doing fake paperwork. I can get closed anytime.
Let me do it.
Oh, okay.
Let me do it. I can just do what I was planning on doing anyway, because I was planning on forging documents to begin with. Now I'm just forging different documents.
Okay.
It's like we've got to forge our work paperwork at some point, but we have 7 weeks to do this, and we can only do that 3 times anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to give me a check for that then, Zeodor?
Sure. Int forgery kit.
Sure.
That's a 17.
That is the success. Okay. You want to go next, Ilferi?
Sure. Is this a problem I can throw money at instead of making a skill check?
Not really, because money is kind of like, it's not, the amount of money that you have doesn't really
Talk.
hinder you that, like, oh, I can buy a nice suit or whatever, but this is going to be the suggested skills are intelligence, disguise kit, or charisma, deception.
One of those is better than the other, but not by a lot.
I would think some sort of like knowledge of business practices or knowledge of what seafaring merchants wear.
And this also
might
doesn't
also
necessarily need to be just for you. Like this can, I mean, you can only get 2 successes here. So, this is picking out outfits for the whole party.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a way that I could use insight without it being like, I want to use my best stat. The only thing I could think of for insight would be like, I don't know, like insight doesn't have to do with clothes. It's just deception.
Yeah, I can see lots of ways that it could be int something, but I don't really see any way that it can be insight or wisdom in general.
Well then I guess I will make a deception check. Which
I mean, again, you're not locked into this choice right now. If you want to back off
let's
to
have
something
Mina
else.
go, and I will figure out. Because maybe I need someone else to buy my clothes for me.
Yeah, look the part. We can only get 2 successes here, so like it's okay if we do that a little bit later.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So for
I'm gonna go
rehearse
figure something else out.
for rehearsed personalities, suggested skills here are disguise kit with intelligence or wisdom insight. You can quiz the rest of the party to make sure that you won't be tripped up by questions. You don't answer the wrong names. You know each other as well as you should. That sort of thing.
Okay. So stop walking on my keyboard, asshole.
The next I cargo flarkus.
Oh my god. What did you open? What did you do?
Catherine's voice is actually a text-to-speech program.
Okay, so what are you? I literally
Forward
Pull up,
slash-
like, a side control panel.
collapse.
/ kiss Jiraxis. Sorry
Oh.
guys, cat walked on my keyboard.
So
You face Jiraxis.
Mwah.
You face
Oh,
Jiraxis,
no.
Eridar Lord of the Beating Legion. Burning, burning, burning. There's a remix of that, I remember.
I remember that.
I wasn't happy doing that fucking dungeon run over and over again.
Doing Argus
Jeez.
tournament over and over again.
God.
Look, if rom-coms
How was that an
rom-coms have
expansion?
taught me anything, it's that Jiraxis just needs to be loved better.
I'm sure some woman will be able to fix him with her vagina.
I mean, he was by the fan base, but yes.
All right, Mina, any ideas?
I don't want it to be a performance check, but I feel like I'm literally trying to get her voice and mannerisms down.
I mean, that makes sense.
I no skill in it, so I'm hoping that it's okay. Oh, come on, please.
What about vocal acrobatics?
Natural 20.
Nice.
All right,
That is the
for
success.
a total of 20.
Completely trusting the fates there, I see.
Yeah, absolutely 100%.
It is a bit of a shame that the one of us who's pretending to be another person is not the one of us who has the class ability to perfectly mimic someone's vocal mannerisms.
We may not have thought this through.
How
How could we not
how
have?
is
We spent an
Theodore
hour and a half.
also how is Theodore going to do that?
Do what?
Roguishly.
Wait, how is the order gonna do what?
Going to pretend to be what's her name? Finona. How is Theodore going to pretend to be Finona?
Well, I imagine it's like Mina practicing the voice, and you're like, no, it goes more like this, and then you like,
Oh, okay. No, that's fair. No, I like that.
No, stuff
I
like
do
the
that
love
next
this
week.
way.
Yeah, like you said, this is happening over the course of an entire week, so it's not like you've been doing paperwork for 7 days straight.
Yeah.
Remember, they're sisters, not twins.
All right, Elfari, have you got anything yet?
Do have proficiency in disguise kit.
Okay, can you go over these contingencies a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Which would you like to know about?
What's eyes on the train?
So this is to arrange for a low-level agent to get a job aboard with the train, like cleaning or cook staff.
Ooh, what's a care package?
A care package. So this is basically you're gonna prepare a requisition. The party is capable. If you're capable of sending. Wait, are you guys capable of the sending spell?
No.
No.
Let me
I
check.
don't have it.
I certainly can cloud skywrite.
And on that day above Flint, words appeared in the sky.
Oh, geez, please send
Send
help.
nudes.
But basically, this is to make arrangements with a mage in town that you could have sending communications with through the quartermaster to get items brought to you during the mission.
No, I do not have sending. The best I have is animal messenger.
Jack, do you not have the ability to learn sending?
I do not have the ability to learn sending.
Oh,
You don't
It's
have
a
the ability to
third-
learn sending?
It's a
You
third level spell. He's
You
only
have
got
the
Oh.
ability.
It's a third level spell.
Oh, geez.
Got it.
Oh.
I didn't realize it was a third level spell.
Because my
Neither
level
did
is
I.
higher.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
But I will never.
Oh, I know why. I was thinking of message. That's why.
Yeah.
Teleportation would just be
Yeah, so making arrangements to, let's see, to have a mage teleport you, especially if you get thrown off the train and need to catch up to the next spot. Trekholm, Nalam, Sidminos, and Vendrise have teleportation circles, or beacons or whatever.
yeah, teleportation circles. The like
Stargates.
standing circles.
So success here gets a mage in one of those cities to wait on retainer, basically.
Success here gets us a mage on retainer.
In one of those cities.
But we don't know which one. So I have to pick one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You also will have to pay for a teleportation visa.
Okay, last one that I'm gonna ask about. What is an enclave?
So each night the train stops in a Denoran-owned enclave with entertainment and lodging.
Oh.
Each time that you pursue this contingency, you can arrange for allies in one of the 7 cities along the railroad to be available.
It's like Caribbean cruise lines that stop at islands they own.
Yeah.
And the friendly passengers is similar to Eyes on the Train, right?
Yes. So exactly. You have a passenger in coach that is working for the RHC.
For completion's sake, and because it'll bother me if we don't ask about all of them now that we've asked about all but one, what's docks and
Yeah.
ports?
Let's see. If you need to sneak in or out of a city or get contraband delivered, this will ensure that you have allies that can turn that you can turn it to at the docks, at one of the 6 coastal cities along the railroad, which is each city but Nalam. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned this yet. Oh, the plan after dropping you off in first city name Beaumont. The plan is to have a crew pilot your ship along the coast and be available at those coastal cities
Smart.
because your ship can keep pace with the train pretty easily.
Okay. Hmm. Hold on. I'm checking to see if there's any like illegal magic items that I would want smuggled on. But I don't think Wand of Invisibility is a thing anymore. No, it's not. Let's get some eyes on the train.
Okay. So let's do a charisma persuasion.
Okay.
There are definitely magic items that can turn you invisible in this setting because I believe they're specifically called out in the magical contraband section.
Yeah, there was a potion.
Potion. Got it. Right.
Mhm.
Potion.
Hey guys, completely off topic, but do you think that maybe here's the thing. I'm really certain that the Sky Seer's vision about the train is not the one we're about to head into. I don't know why. I just think it's one of the others.
Okay. Said diplomacy or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Diplomacy is
Diplomacy.
not a thing anymore.
That's because everyone kept calling it diplomancy, and by everyone I mean just me.
I did. I just said it right now.
If you're magically good at it, it is diplomancy.
Oh, because this takes there's actually no reason for me not to do this. I'm gonna give myself my Sky Seer's blessing.
Yeah.
So that would have been a 9, so I'm gonna actually roll it. 19.
All right, that is a success, and you now have a. You now have a ally on board.
Let's keep doing. Let's have everyone do this, and we'll just replace the entire train with our own people. Okay, still, that's what I got.
The one
right.
person that's actually part of the Obscure Eye is like, aha, 40 people pull guns out.
All right. Is there any other downtime activities that anyone wants to cover in the first?
I would like to get those Sky Seer, like a transcription of all of those Sky Seer fortunes from Mina, since she has them all recorded. In
There
an
you
effort
go.
to be a better Sky Seer.
Do you want my notes on them too, or just the straight his words?
Just as straight his words. I will do my own interpretations, and we can like see what we get, combine, and see where our stuff differs, stuff like that.
Okay. Mina, I've already forgotten his name, and it may be nothing for this, but I feel like I'm gonna need to know. Where did I write it down? I want to learn about the life of William Miller.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my Arcana training out of the way. Finish
Cool.
it.
So why don't you explain what you've been doing for that trip?
What Jack's been doing is mostly a lot of library research, a lot of diving into magical theory, because while he's had a practical knowledge for years, he kind of learned everything in the field and on the fly in the army. So he's actually been sitting down and kind of doing the book learning.
You
So
understand.
you've been going to night
it
school,
works.
basically.
Now you're understanding the theory of why it works.
Yeah.
Do you do that entirely on your own, or
No,
do
you've
you
already
get
worked with
Mina or
Theodore, you've
Theodore to
already
help?
worked with some other mages in the RHC.
Do you want my old notes from college?
Sure, he also borrows Mina's old notes from college. Are they very kawaii?
Sure.
Oh,
No.
Different colored gel pens.
They're super practical and very messy.
Yeah, so he's been doing a lot of like practical book learning type shit because like once again he knows how to make magic happen, but he doesn't quite know he didn't quite know the subtle differences between them.
And I am the exact opposite. I know exactly why it works and can't make it do shit.
That's what he's been working on for months.
Speaking of Mina making things happen, so one thing that we discussed, or that we talked about's a strong word, that I opined about on the Discord was
Yes, and that I opened, and so the notification went away, and I never actually got back to my response.
Anyway, Jack is now trading our.
I did really like that use of the channel. I was disappointed to see that there wasn't.
And then we did a different campaign for weeks, and I completely forgot it was in there.
Yeah.
I saw it this morning while I was at work, and I went, I am the worst. Fuck.
But anyway, so that one thing I did realize about that, like just a bit ago, was that logically, for that to work, for chat's benefit, Zeodor's getting / making a new gun. It's magical and it never needs to be reloaded. It's great. But also the way it works, logically, it should have the suppressor upgrade, since it's not actually using a loud source. So if I pay for it, can we say that Mina helps Theodore install it? Because you have to be a gunsmith to install those. So if we say that Mina, if basically if Theodore buys the equivalent of a suppressor module, can we say that Mina helps him work it into the design?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. I thought you were asking her.
Mina would absolutely help. We were just making sure that it was DM approved.
Yes, because that's this use of the mechanics is not covered in the rule book.
As far as adding a enhancement to a weapon as a non-gunsmith, you mean? Or
yeah, basically. Because I'm not actually adding the enhancement. I'm technically rebuilding it, which, as my artificer power says, I do it instantly. But I feel like it makes more sense and it's more fun for the setting if I'm actually like rebuilding the weapon.
yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So what are the mechanical applications? Sorry.
It loses the loud trait.
Okay. Yeah.
It costs 500 gold pieces.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I don't have an issue with that.
Cool. So Zeodor is going to ask me to help with the designs on that.
Absolutely. Do you anything while we're working on it? Do you know anything about William Miller?
Carter has forgotten who's William Miller.
He's one of the philosophers.
Sorry.
Oh,
No
one
worries.
of the people from the bar who get drunk and pretend they're smart.
No, an actual philosopher from like
Oh.
a while ago.
He's the person that the people who get drunk at the bar and think that they're smart talk about.
So way back at the very beginning, the captain of the first boat we were on liked to talk about William Miller.
Yes, okay, I remember that.
And then like William Miller came up recently, or Mina made a connection with William Miller recently. I can't remember which it is. I haven't reviewed my notes. I came home and took a nap because I was real tired today. But I will review my notes before next time. I wrote it to Chris at the end of our last session,
Mhm.
in private chat. I was like, so I don't forget William Miller, life, philosophy, children, any of that shit.
Um,
And I can go over that as soon as you're ready.
let me
Or
check
after
one thing real quick
this
before I
scene, or
respond. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Not really. He was I know he was a philosopher, but history was never my strong suit.
It was mine, so I kind of know a little bit about him, but I would never got into philosophy. But I will go find some philosophy books at the same library where Jack is studying.
so Mina,
Actually,
you
let's clarify. Jack has been studying the entire campaign.
Yeah, I know.
you turn up not a whole lot. There's maybe like one or two footnotes about the life of William Miller. Um, his philosophy comes down to being very, I guess, pacifistic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the I guess one other thought to bring into this discussion is the views of the clergy, which I'm not sure if since we don't have anyone that's really affiliated with the clergy in the party.
No, I've been curious about this.
So the clergy believes that their predecessor, I don't follow the name of off the top of my head, but their founder had ascended to godhood as a mortal man. And they believe that they themselves are destined for the same. They do tend towards believe that this opportunity is only present to the human race. So it is slightly racist.
Slightly.
We had a paladin of the clergy at our last party, and it was a running joke. But
You are slightly racist.
The William Miller was a monk who 500 years ago opposed the Second Victory, stood against the basically holy war that was happening, and traveled to Elfaver in a failed bid to try to stop the war. He became a heroic icon of what's called the Panoply movement, which is where a lot of his writings got disseminated to the commoners and the working class. But after the Second Victory, he kind of faded into obscurity. No one really knows what exactly happened to him.
I thought he died. Or maybe it's just rumored that he died. I thought in what I had, he had a definite death. But Mina doesn't necessarily believe it, even if she did see it.
Like I said, there were two different sources that you found that talked about his life.
Okay.
One says that he died, another says that he faded into obscurity.
Okay.
Faded into obscurity or faded into obscurati?
Oh shit!
I'm sorry. He traveled where to try to stop the war?
Alpha Bear.
Alpha Bear.
To L5R. He traveled to the Legend with the Five Rings.
Yep.
Travel to Elf Favor.
The Docker movements of today loosely follow his philosophical ideals.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we'll go ahead and move on. Jack, if you have your fee prepared, we'll go ahead and say that you've completed your.
Yes. What was the fee again?
What is your intelligence modifier?
4.
Oh, then 600 gold.
Cool. That's how much I just got.
Right.
So I remain at 1800.
That's a
Oh.
lot of gold.
Shit.
I don't buy anything.
I don't really either until I was like, shit, I have to buy stuff. Like,
I mean,
I
I
needed
have
a use for my money.
like 2200 gold, but it's all earmarked and I need more of it. I need a lot of gold in the next few levels.
Jack could probably give you gold. He lives pretty simply and doesn't need a lot of things.
All right. For the sake of pacing, okay, so. Oh,
Look,
and
pacing, this is forever now.
uh, if you guys have requisitions that you'll need by the next journey, you should probably get those in as well. Make sure that they go through.
Hold on. Is there like potion of alter self? No, I don't need that. I don't need that.
Holy juice potion.
We would need a lot of potions for a 6-day journey.
Well, I was thinking like an emergency potion, not a
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
I would like to make not a kind of a requisition, but it's not a legal requisition.
Yes, Catherine, did you
So
have
I'm gonna
something
go to
you
the
wanted to
Fae
say?
and I'm gonna request a potion of invisibility. Actually, like 2 potions of invisibility. I feel
I
like
mean,
that falls within the realm of something they can do.
yes, it would be. But also just just to make sure you're fully aware, you are allowed to have a potion of invisibility with a license or with proper registration. But if you're trying to subvert that, then
Yeah,
the
'cause
Fae is
I
a good
don't want
option.
the ship to know, or I don't want the train people to know, or anyone to know that I have it.
Well,
is
I mean more
letting
like
you roll 20 right now? Because right now it's on D&D Beyond.
Whoops.
I mean you didn't see anything.
No, not really. Okay,
As
so
long as it
say
doesn't
that
switch
again.
to
Like
um
about I'm
I just mean
from all the people that we're going to be in.
yeah,
like,
but
interacting with.
I'm not saying like you have to wear a license on your forehead that says I have a potion of invisibility. I mean, you just have to do the proper paperwork at the RHC.
Okay. Then like what kind of magic items are just like totally illegal and you couldn't get them through the RHC?
I really want something illegal. I don't know what yet. I just want it to be
No,
illegal.
right now I'm trying to figure out because of that specific kind of favor, like what kind of item, just in general, is totally illegal. Like, could not get it even with a license sort of situation. Not that I want it right now, but I want to know that scope because I have been off this whole time.
Invisibility potion, but addictive.
But seriously.
I hadn't really given it much thought.
Okay.
I think the advantage of being able to get an illegal magic item is that there's no paper trail on it. Kind of like in the real world, getting an illegal gun. It's not that an illegal gun kills people better than a legal gun. It's that there's no paper trail.
Good analogy.
Okay. So in this case, there is no reason not to get it legally because the only people that'll know are. Oh, no. Okay. There is a reason because I don't want spies to know that I got it.
Exactly.
Yes. So I do still want to go through the unseen court to get a potion of invisibility.
Okay.
So I'll get a favor from them, which would be a charisma check.
Oh.
What?
So the ship that we got is in the player's guide, and there's a line in there that I think you will like.
Me?
Yes, you. Crew who serve on it sleep easily and speak of dreams filled with bold imagery, like something out of a dwarven opera. Your dreams get more vivid on the ship.
But I don't want fake dreams.
They're not fake. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Back up. I'm gonna take that back. What is a fake? What is a real dream?
You know, dreams about things that actually happen. Like, you know, seeing the future.
It just says your dreams get more vivid. It doesn't say that they are replaced by evil ghost dreams.
Spooky Mormon hell dream.
I think those vivid dreams are gonna misconstrue my fortune telling.
All right, well, you're still going on the boat either way. I don't
Anyway,
you can be happy about it or not. I'm just trying to help.
So you're going to acquire a potion of healing from the Fae.
No, potion of invisibility.
Or sorry. Yes, that.
Potion of invisible healing.
Yeah.
Heals invisible wounds. Heals mental scars.
Yeah.
What?
Pretty nice, actually. Sounds like a good potion.
So what is your current prestige level with the Fae? With the Unseen Court?
Let me check the campaign.
I believe we're at 2. I mean, go ahead and check, because I'm like
2.
Hey,
right.
got there.
So you're trying to requisition a very rare.
Wait. A potion of invisibility is very rare?
Because it's illegal.
According to the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Holy shit. I thought it was uncommon.
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
Potion of Resistance is uncommon. Potion of Growth. Giant Strength. Greater Healing. So this will be a level 5 favor.
6,
Okay.
I think. Right? Oh, or is that... I'm looking at the requisitioning equipment section, because I was thinking about trying to get a magic item, but unless that's different for the Unseen Court.
It makes sense that...
Man, very rare potion. That tastes great.
It's addictive, so people keep drinking them. That's why they're so rare.
Mm-hmm. The potion's container looks empty, but feels as though it holds a liquid.
That's cool.
No, I do like their
Invisible
potion
potion of
descriptions.
invincibility. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be where did it go? I had the favors because I was looking at how long it would take and stuff.
The favor wait time for that would be never, because it's 6 and we're 2, so that's prestige plus 4. So
Yeah.
if you made a charisma check on it, that would bump it down 1 level to a month.
And we are a month away from the trip. A little more.
6 weeks.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like a month and a half.
Okay, so what's the DC? 12?
20.
20?
It's based on the level of the favor, I think.
It's
Oh,
level
and
6
making-
favor.
And making the check drops the time down.
Yes.
20, you say?
8 plus 2 times the level of the favor. So
Yeah.
level 6
Right.
favor, DC 20.
Well, I have a 10% chance of succeeding at that.
That's more than a 0% chance.
And then you also have to pay for it.
How much is it? Because I was making all these assumptions about requesting it before looking at the rarity. Definitely thought it was uncommon.
5,000 gold.
Never mind. I have 1,000. Like, everything about this has been prohibited.
Yeah, if we
Sorry.
all pool our money together, we could buy one of those, I think.
Yeah. Not really worth it. Oh well. Never mind. I'm not gonna requisition that.
Okay. Just a silly place.
Yeah. Who needs to go invisible? I'll just
But as far as your normal equipment allotments, I think you guys are at the point where you get 3 common each, 1 uncommon each, and 2 for the party. 2 rare for the party.
rare
Have you
Yes.
guys decided all that amongst each other?
We decided that Zeodor does not get one of the rares, which is really all we need to decide, is who
And
gets the rares and who, for whoever didn't have an uncommon before, what's your uncommon now?
I'd like. Is a cloak of protection uncommon?
it is uncommon.
I
That
would
is
like
what
a cloak of protection.
That's what I took for mine too.
And Zeodor already has an uncommon. His armor is registered as an uncommon magical item, despite being mundane for now.
Ilferi was not gonna take it. It was gonna be Mina and Jack that got the rare ones.
So you guys did not do this ahead like I had asked.
Well,
I
we-
did mine.
yeah.
I'm done.
And
I've been
I
done this
think,
whole time.
and I think we figured out what Mina's was.
That was an uncommon item for Mina.
Oh, that was uncommon?
Yeah,
The
Shit.
the pistol thing.
the thing that just reloads your gun. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the rare item that we were talking about.
It's not much better than a +1 magic weapon.
Fair. Right. Well, we suggested to both of them lots of items that they could potentially have. Let me just
I
scroll back
landed.
up.
Sorry, I landed on the necklace, and then Catherine got pulled into the conspiracy side of this game. It's what I like doing, and I forget that I need equipment to do it.
No, the amulet of abundant ammunition is rare.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, did we
Okay,
say
that was my memory as well because I
Cool.
remembered
I'll
it
also
making it a
take
little bit better.
bracers of defense.
Because it also reloads her gun completely.
But only
Yeah.
one of them. Right?
Any number of firearms you are currently wielding to magically reload themselves.
Fuck yeah.
I'm taking a cloak of protection and bracers of defense.
Oh, well, that doesn't go with what we had suggested for you. Oh well.
Yeah, but now I have 21 AC, and I can consternate Chris even more.
Wait. I have a cloak of protection.
Bracers
Am I
of
supposed to be
defense
giving this
only
back?
work if you are not wearing armor or a shield.
The bracers, yeah.
That's dumb.
They're it's the mage armor spell. Kind of.
That's right. I want them for my barbarian. Okay, I'll think of something else.
There is the wand of the war mage that we suggested. Also, ring of spell storing.
Yeah, with the Wand of the War Mage, we were talking about you could probably get the rune pistol retooled as a Wand of the War Mage.
Let me look at it.
Sorry.
Wand of the War Mage +1.
+2.
Oh, +2. Ooh, interesting.
It'd
'Cause
be
the rare
plus
version.
2 to hit with your spells.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
And
give me that
ignore
shit.
half cover when making spell
Yeah,
attacks.
give me that shit. Upgrade that.
No, notably, this is for your spells that make attack rolls, so it doesn't affect Thunderwave.
Or hold person.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit.
Okay.
+9 fire bolts. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Yep. It does not affect damage. I think just
No.
attack, right?
It does
Just
not,
attack.
because nothing gets added to spell damage. But I will take it.
Yep.
That
But
didn't the ancient staff add to damage?
Not to spell damage, no.
Oh, I thought it did.
It was
Anyway.
it was a +1 weapon or something. Actually, it didn't affect spell. It didn't affect spell
All right.
at all. No, it did. It did.
You guys ready to move on to round 2?
Yes.
never.
Sorry, real quick.
Uh-huh.
How many things does each person get?
You get
3 common,
Right?
3 common, 1 uncommon, and you also get a rare.
Okay. And this
which-
is one of my uncommons. Yes, my Cloak of Protection I'm keeping.
Yeah,
But
so you got
otherwise, Mina got shit for armor class.
And
Wait.
3 more healing potions.
Okay.
I'm the only person without a Cloak of Protection.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
It's just a good thing to have.
I mean, that's okay. The armor that is my uncommon is effectively giving me +2 AC.
Yeah. I mean, it literally just it makes you 5% less likely to get hit.
Yeah.
I just get so much extra out of it because I also get +1 of my concentration checks, which I have to make constantly. And it also gives my wild shape forms a little extra oomph.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I just realized I'm not going to be wearing my armor.
Why
Okay.
not?
For why is a salesman wearing armor?
He's been stabbed too many times.
Can we hide it somehow?
We could probably try to find a way to glamour it or something, but let's go ahead and do this. We've still got a few weeks to
Yeah.
figure it out.
I'm wearing chainmail under whatever I end up wearing.
Okay. So
Jack walks out of the dressing room. Okay, or getting ready to walk out. Okay, Jack, let's see what disguise you've come up with. He walks out of the dressing room just wearing a pair of glasses. It looks exactly the same.
Almost look. No.
He walks out.
Pretty
He walks
clever,
out in
don't
the
you think?
impressive Fire Nation armor from the one episode of Avatar.
Beautiful.
It's got shoulder spikes.
All right, guys. Week 2. Let's do this.
what are finishing touches, and can we do them before the end?
So that is, let's see. It suggests intelligence of arcana, history, or religion. The appropriate skill depends on what cover you're using, but you could coach the party on topics that their cover identity would know. This is a knowledge-based tutoring session. Your cover identity.
Cool. I'm not doing that. I'll do paperwork, I guess.
Is that what?
I use? Can I use investigation to study archaeology with Zambria's help so that I can talk about it competently?
For your rehearsed personality?
Yes.
I'll allow it, but I don't want every single one of your checks to be investigation.
Fair.
That's all learning skill too. That's not investigation.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be some sort of like history?
Guys, he said yes. Shut the fuck up.
Because I'm trying to make you actually work for it.
Fine. Then it's history.
Your history is +5. Why is this a bad thing?
Because my investigation is +7.
Oh my god. just
Also,
okay.
you did give yourself the extra points that Zambria gives you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Then I'll roll history for that. What are you doing, Mina?
So, for this round.
Oh, that's
Okay, you ask me what I'm doing, and then you click away from the screen that has the list of things that I should be doing.
You should pull it up on your own thing, huh?
I have
Be
it on my own
self-sufficient.
thing, but your screen's bigger.
I've
Let me
actually
see.
decided that I would like to find spies, if that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
if he's
those-
locating spies, I'll do some busy work at work to try and.
Don't those not contribute to our success because they're not very secretive?
I mean, it potentially doesn't contribute to successes, but it could still be useful.
Yes.
And it's honestly probably the thing I'm the best at doing.
And frankly, if we're going to get, like, it doesn't contribute to success, but could contribute to us in like information. So if we're going to do that, we should probably do it early.
Oh wait, why is this? All right, Zeta or Mina.
I'm going to go do those documents that I was going to do last week.
Okay.
Unless Mina, you have something way better to do than the paper trail.
Oh, yeah, what was the one we did rehearse personnel?
hmm
For me, yeah.
All right, and Mina.
I was gonna do paperwork.
Perfect. Because we gotta have
Seems good.
somebody on that every week.
All right, who wants to go first on the roll?
I will go first and redeem myself as I study archaeology, or at
Before
least
you-
how to bullshit shit about it.
Before you
Alright.
do that, I think Mina should. Little bit of metagaming here, but I think Mina should go first because that way, if she fails, somebody can take over. Because that's the one that we have to do every single week to get
Right.
the bonus.
Fine.
And what is this? Like,
So this is doing your job that you normally would be doing in the office, making paperwork. So dexterity, sleight of hand, or charisma, deception, or persuasion are the suggested skill check.
I can use sleight of hand for that check.
I was surprised you didn't jump on that when I said that earlier.
Yeah,
I didn't-
motherfucker, why didn't you jump on that?
I was also surprised you didn't jump on taking Zambria because she just gives you a flat +1 bonus to sleight of hand.
I also didn't notice that, but
Gives you a play of hand bonus too? I didn't notice that one.
but genuinely, it's like I thought Zeodor had enough stuff. Somebody
+1
I-
bonus
other
on
characters need.
dexterity, acrobatics, intelligence, arcana, intelligence, history, and on checks. Oh, sorry, and on checks made to use thief tool. I was mistaken.
Oh, thieves' tools is my other +9.
Shit.
And you learn the mage hand cantrip.
And you learn the mage hand cantrip, which
Admittedly, we were very tired when we made that
So
decision. Very.
it
I'm
could have been
gonna
forestalled. It can also
I'm
be
gonna
transferred.
sleight of hand this.
Okay.
Try to slip like extra paperwork in there that is all like I'm like predating stuff for when we're gone.
Sure. Sounds
And
good.
trying to stick it into files and hope that it doesn't get caught or I do it right so it looks like maybe it was this week or maybe it was that week and yeah.
Yeah, make a number kind of smudge so it looks like it could be either one.
And I will use my inspiration on that. Much better. 21.
All right, that is a
Also, one of my new artificer abilities lets me give myself a +3 to my thieves' tools.
Right.
Dang.
Who's next?
I will go next. Rolling history to learn how to bullshit about archaeology.
Right.
And I got a 16.
Right. That is.
Hey, maybe you're actually learning some archaeology.
Yeah. So you go to the library and there's like certain books that like Zambria's like browsing the shelves, and ahead of you can see kind of like a vision of her, and she's like, "Oh yes, this is a very good one. I've spoke to the professor who wrote this, and he's a very intelligent man." Just like kind of guiding you through the like faster than you could even grab them off the shelves. She'll like flip over to another spot and. All right.
Scary.
Because
I'm gonna find
while
spy.
she can kind of feed me answers to questions, I need to know enough to be able to kind of improv.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fair.
All right. Elfari, so this is suggested wisdom insight or charisma deception or persuasion.
Wisdom insight sounds exactly like I was expecting.
Okay.
So yeah, here goes. I'm gonna use my inspiration. That wasn't very good. That's what we're looking for. 25.
All right. So as Mina was turning in some of the paperwork, you noticed somebody somebody was watching her a little bit too closely. And after she walks away, you see them kind of nonchalantly walk up and start like flipping through the stack of paper. This doesn't give a success, but for fake paper trails and act in secret, the DC has been lowered.
Nice.
Nice.
I think I might just keep looking for spies.
And double checking that I didn't miss something else earlier, because it's very possible with brain.
Mhm.
We don't know what the DC is for any of these, correct?
No, I have not.
Cool, perfect. Because I didn't think you had, but I wanted to make sure I didn't just miss it.
Also, in case it wasn't clear, the turn in the spies option was not available until having done locate. So.
What? We can't just start turning them in?
Oh,
That
is that
person's a spy. He's sus as fuck. What? How?
is that turn them in? It just says turn the spies. I thought that meant like get them on our side somehow.
Oh, actually,
Oh, it does say turn the spies.
I had misread it. It is turn the spies. So,
Sick.
so that is
That's even better.
to buy off, make contact and buy off the spies.
Right.
Ah.
All right,
Quick,
Yeah, I
Nina,
guess I can
seduce
give
them
that a
with your
shot.
gun boobs.
Theodore.
All right, so I am going to forge the paperwork from Zebediah's Foundry.
Mhm.
Business cards, letterhead, all that good jazz to make us look very official, like very official representatives of the company.
All right.
That is a 19.
All right. Were there any other downtime activities that anyone would cover this?
Zambria probably starts to notice that Jack wakes up seemingly from very bad dreams every couple days.
After
It's very sad.
after one of these where you startle awake, you just hear her voice, who you're starting to kind of get used to. Anything you want to talk about?
It's what I did back in the war.
Ah, yes, there were many atrocities committed, I've heard. I was able to avoid it for the most part, but
Yeah, it wasn't a good time.
war seldom is. And in my line of work, it seems like that's the most reliable frame of reference for the societies that I'm looking at. So I suppose not much changes over time.
If there's one constant in the world, people are just going to keep killing each other over something.
Well, we're fighting a different war now, I suppose.
Yeah, can't ever really get away from it.
Indeed. But we can be better people.
That's what we try to do. We'll see if we actually make it.
Have a impression of nodding.
No.
Jack's head just starts nodding.
I like to think that he's looking in a mirror and Mirror Jack's head starts nodding.
That would freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, that does sound like something out of a horror film.
What if he just, has a hallucination, like an intentional hallucination of Zambria?
I mean,
That's
but
less creepy, right?
if you knew moving mirror you was just because of your brain buddy, like
Your brain, buddy.
All right.
Anybody sounds like the worst Tumblr subculture.
Oh.
In fact, it was called Headmates.
I'm moving on past that. I don't even want to know.
are you sure Headmates isn't something out of Homestuck? Like
It's
I read
probably
Homestuck and it
spawned
wasn't
from
in there,
Homestuck.
but
He already said it was a Tumblr sub-community.
oddly enough, I've discovered this recently. Tumblr and Homestuck are actually different websites.
I don't believe you.
The only thing Ilfari's doing in his downtime is sailing the ship for the last time, and like he's practicing the whole merchant thing. Like it's not a check. He's just trying to practice.
Yeah.
I have a downtime thing because
Okay.
I think I'd need to requisition a magic item also.
Okay, is this outside of your normal allotment?
Yeah, because the only thing in my normal allotment that is that Xenor's actually getting is his standard health potions.
Okay.
Because we talked about hiding Zeodor's armor. I feel like that would be very useful. So I'd like to I mean, I guess technically I'm not requisitioning a magic item, but I effectively am to get the armor glamored.
Okay.
Because it's registered the same way as a magic item, but it's not actually magical. So theoretically, it should still be able to be enchanted.
Oh, because you have mithril armor, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, it is though, I guess. Kind of.
I mean, it's your call.
I feel like there are other methods that could be employed, perhaps. I don't know. Let me look at.
I mean, Yeah,
Is
if you got an idea.
is glamored armor a thing?
So the example that's given in the DMG of glamored armor, it gives a specific example, which is glamored studded leather armor, which is a +1 armor and is listed as rare.
Is that just with the
In D&D Beyond, glamored is something that can be put on any armored.
do you know where in the DMG it is? I just have never looked at it, so I'm just trying to get an idea of what we're dealing with. Is it
Not right off? Let me see if I can find it.
on the magic item list, or
I believe so.
I didn't see it under glamored or armor, or I didn't see it in G or L.
It's glamored studded leather is what it's listed as.
Oh, okay.
172. I just found it, or just found the reference to it.
Oh, I lied. Glamored is not able to be put on anything, on everything.
Yeah, it's a common homebrew that you can put on anything. The most common way I've seen it is you can get it at whatever plus level you want, basically, and like 0 is uncommon, and then +1 is rare, and then so on up the table. But the DMG technically only lists the +1 glamored studded leather.
Yeah. I guess I'm just having the hesitation of it being already a magic item to begin with. Like if it was glamored, chain shirt or something, I'd be more readily able to accept that. But I hadn't really thought about. But
I mean, the
also,
only thing Mithril does is not give me a penalty to stealth, basically.
yeah, that I was about to say, like you could just get another set of armor that is glamored instead of the mithril armor, since you don't. The stealth penalty isn't. If you're going to be wearing, keep opening tab, but if you're going to be not wearing the armor.
Well, the point of getting it glamored is so that I would be wearing the armor.
Right. So then you wouldn't have the stealth penalty anyway.
What? No, if I get it glamored, then I am going to be wearing the armor. The entire point
sorry. I was thinking it was like summon armor or something.
No, it's an illusion that makes it look like anything else.
Gotcha. And like I'm aware that all it does is remove the stealth penalty, but that is something that it does.
Sure.
Yeah, most uncommon armors do small stuff like that.
Yes.
I mean, could it be a rare item and not have the AC bonus? So it's a rare item.
What about a Hat of Disguise?
Oh, okay. Well, the rest of the sentence is so it's just a rare item that lets me have 17 AC and is glamored and doesn't give me a stealth penalty.
It's like I don't really have that much of an issue with it for this. I don't want to set precedents is the main thing. So what I'll say is that you basically you ask about something like this to the quartermaster. He says that he has an experimental design that he's willing to let you try out, but that he'll need it back after this mission. So it'll be glamored mithril with no bonus.
Sure, that's fine. I just want the glamour.
Yep.
Um,
And just the understanding that it's not it's not permanent or it's not.
Sure. I only want it for this mission. I'm going to have very different armor in a level or two anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, one level. Exactly one level.
All right. Anything else from anyone?
Nope.
All right, let's go on to the third week.
All right. I think I want to turn a spy.
Oh, wait. Did we have to do a check for that?
Let me.
This is a requisition of a rare item, which is a level 5, which is your prestige plus 3, which takes a month. So you don't have to do a check.
A month? Isn't it our prestige plus 2?
Oh, sorry, your level or your prestige 3 now. Yeah. So yeah, it would be available within a week with no check.
Cool.
Which either way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I was reading that chart right.
Yep, I was mistaken. All right, cool. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, I'm gonna turn the spy, or maybe I should find another spy. I'm gonna do one of those two things.
I'll do the paper trail this week.
Okay. Just so you know, James, if you fail, then you cannot achieve a complete victory in this goal of secrecy.
Ah, I see. If I fail to turn the spy?
Yes.
If I fail to locate a spy, there's no penalty, though, right? If I were to try and locate another one?
There's nothing further to be gained from that.
Oh, okay. Okay. This might be a little metagamey. Just question-wise. How long does it take to make the check to turn the spy? Could I have a spell going on myself to give myself advantage for the check?
I'll allow it.
Okay, because I was gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself, although I have to know what check I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna kind of assume it's Charisma though. So I will have Enhance Ability on myself for the check. It lasts an hour, so hopefully it works.
Are you going to use your Sky Seer's Blessing?
I will also be doing that. Because Sky Seer's Blessing is an advantage, so it just lets me replace the first roll. What's everyone else doing though? Because
let's see. Contingencies. Which one did we already do?
I did Eyes on the Train.
Cool. Let me see if I can set up.
There is a little mark. It's a little hard to see if you're not looking for it.
Yeah, for some reason on my screen it was a lot more clear.
Weird.
Oh, interesting.
Um,
The mark above visas is
let
also.
me
kind
set
of-
up the teleportation contingency.
Mina?
Because I am actually trying to be a person who might be recognizable, I would also like to try to make myself look like Finona as much as I can.
Okay.
So get a set of I think I wear leather armor, right? And then I've got my cloak. So just like whatever accoutrement she might have to make her look, the uppity part.
Sure. Yeah, probably fancy dress.
Yeah.
That she was expected to be
Right.
going. Damn.
Oof. Staying in disguise. I mean, this. I wasn't thinking about it till Theodore brought it up, but like staying in disguise, I could have 13 AC. Like I can't bring a shield along. I can't wear armor.
I am going to rock a breastplate over a really nice dress. I want to make it work. Like,
yeah, for your character, it definitely makes
Yeah.
sense that you could do like you actually adventure.
yeah, I'm gonna dress this shit up, but I'm also like, so I guess I'm going to have probably something custom made, so I'll pay for it too. But I would like to try to have something designed that would fall in line with what I think people would expect her to be wearing, given what I know about her, who she associated with, and what the expectation was for her to show up at this meeting.
Yeah, when you met her, she was not wearing any armor. She was wearing like kind of robes, like wizardy robes.
And
She
then
was
these
a
fucking
sorcerer.
constables fucking attacked me at one point. I can't go anywhere without a breastplate anymore.
I didn't realize you actually had breastplate. I thought you had leather for some
I
reason.
got my AC off the ground.
All right. So let's do some checks.
Cool.
Do some
I'll
paperwork.
I'll go ahead and start with fake paper trail. Same logic as last week.
Not sleight of hand.
Huh?
Well, sleight of hand was one of the options.
Yeah, I'm using sleight of hand to
Oh,
do the
right,
fake
you
paperwork.
did the paperwork last week. I thought it was Mina.
Mina did do the paperwork last week, but last week I suggested that Mina do the paperwork first. Same logic for person doing paperwork goes first.
Oh, sorry. I need to shut up a little bit more.
You're good.
All right, what you got?
I got a 16.
All right, that is.
Woo! I rolled a 7.
Cool. What
All
am
right.
I rolling for teleportation?
So for teleportation, Arcana,
Sweet.
and you'll also need to tell me which city you're going to be establishing this.
Is that a 3 or an 8?
Racom, Nalam, Sidminos, and Vindrise.
Let's go with. Let's go with.
Okay. And what's your check?
21.
Yes.
I hope so.
Of note, in order to use the teleport beacons, you'll need to pay a teleportation visa of 50 gold.
Cool. I'll do that.
At the
And
time we use it or now?
They are good for 5 years.
Ooh,
And
we
that's
each
per
get
person.
one?
Yeah.
Per person? Okay.
Sure, I can take off 50.
Here's my money.
I can pay for Zeodorus if he needs it.
Nah, I've got it. Between the 500 that I paid for the gun parts, $50 to refill my alchemist's fire supplies, and $50 for this. That's the 600 that we got for this.
All right.
Why
Okay.
does it keep doing that?
I've got one teleportation installed. Contingency. Who's next?
Let's save the really nerve-wracking one for last. So go ahead.
Mina,
So
you're doing look the part.
yeah.
Okay. What check are you making? Suggested is intelligence disguise kit or charisma.
Could I instead use insight going but because I'm having something made to look like her? Knowing what I know about like having all the information I do, kind of assuming what the people who see her will think she'll look like.
I'm not sure if I follow that logic.
Okay.
She's drawing insight from the notes that she kept.
Yes. The notes I kept, the memo I have, and what I know of her, and what I assume, hence the insight, of the people she's going to meet, given what I knew about Bergeron before he died.
Trying to figure out Bergeron's impression of her from
That
the
he would
note
have
and
given
from
to other people.
Bergeron.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Not great. 8.
That is not a
Yeah.
And tonight ends with us failing.
you're
Huh? I have my thing to do still.
you seamstress that you like you go to the seamstress and you explain like exactly what you think makes sense and like the perfect wording, and she just kind of looks at you confused.
Do you
Make
know
it
how a
fit.
needle works?
You accidentally ask for
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Sorry, I overstepped you there, Carter.
Both solid jokes.
Yep.
All right, Ilferi.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this spy. What do I need to do?
So you need to make a charisma, diplomacy, or intimidation check
Okay. Well, I'm equally
to establish
whatever
contact.
at both of them. So I'm gonna use my Skyseer's blessing, which lets me roll the first die of the check, and then I can decide if I'm gonna take it or not. So I'm at +1 no matter what I do. That would be a 16.
All right,
I'd probably take the 16.
I think I take the 16.
okay. So 16 is a success.
Yes.
So you establish contact. You basically like follow this guy back to this was persuasion, or sorry,
Yes.
yeah.
It was the nice one.
Yeah. I said diplomacy because that's what's written here, because they just didn't change it. Because they did write persuasion on some of these.
Look, editing is hard.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Find replace. It's easy as that.
Yeah, right? You would think. So you basically confront them and like convince them to that you have an offer for them if they'll lay off, and send him off to basically confirm with his higher ups, and then so that is part 1 of this. Part 2 will be actually making that deal happen. So if you take this option again,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
You've got to make him an offer he can't refuse.
pretty much.
Oh, okay. I got to put his feet in cement and then throw him in the ocean. Got it.
It could work.
It's very difficult to convince dead people of things. Then again, we convince you of things all the time, so maybe it's not.
Mina's not in the room, but you hear her laugh from 3 doors down.
All right. Any other?
Conversation's also not happening, but yeah.
Anything else for downtime this week?
The rest of Zeodor's downtime, until something changes with this, is going to be working on that golem.
Sounds good.
So the remaining 5 weeks is just going to be golem work.
Ilfari's looking over the Sky Seer's prophecies and just trying to figure them out, but also trying to figure out what merchants do.
Something is going to happen with that golem
so
in chapter 7.
Give item and get money? What?
What? Because Alfari used to be a pirate, so he's like, wait, why don't I just... I have the item and I take your money.
Then I have item and money.
I take your money, and then you give me the item. I'm confused.
All right, week 4.
Okay, we'll do this one really quick. I'm gonna turn the spy again.
Yeah, I'll do the paper trail.
I'll set up friendly passengers.
Okay.
I should turn the spy first because if I fail it, then there's no point in keeping the paperwork up, right?
If you fail, they'll report that they've been discovered. You cannot achieve complete victory on this.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, there's
Do you have on each goal?
I haven't said, and I haven't decided if I will say.
Okay.
I mean, fair.
You haven't asked. I haven't said.
I think I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on visas and passports and paperwork on that front.
Okay.
Okay, then I guess Theodore's up first.
All right. That is a 17
That is success.
to sleight of hand to rearrange all the paperwork.
I'll do this again, or I'll turn the spy first, for second, whatever. Now.
At this current moment.
Okay, so what kind of check is it now?
It's still the same, persuasion or intimidation.
Sky Seer's Blessing?
Yeah, always. So Sky Seer's Blessing, I gave myself enhanced ability charisma already. So if it's not charisma, by the way, I won't have enhanced ability. Like I'm kind of banking on it being charisma this whole time.
There you go.
That is a 10 on Sky Seer's Blessing, so I'm going to...
The total is a 10?
Yeah, so I'm going to roll with advantage.
Yeah. I don't think 10 would be a success, so I think that's the right move.
20.
Nice!
All right.
Awesome.
Not a natural 20, but a 20.
Still.
All right.
Unnatural 20. It's got like extra eyes and stuff. It's fine.
So
Welcome to 2020, y'all.
they're willing
Oh.
they're willing to accept a bribe of 100 gold.
Done.
Okay.
Wow. They're a cheap date, huh?
So
Now we know the Obscurati is hiring the world's worst spies against us.
you managed to convince them to deliver false intelligence,
Yeah.
which boosts your success rating in this goal.
Cool.
Woo!
I helped.
All right. Who's next?
I'll I'll go next. Friendly passengers.
Okay.
What am I magically create them with Arcana. No.
I believe this is also persuasion.
Fuck me. I have a -1. Okay.
I mean, you want to try to do something else? You can.
Well, I doubt I can set up teleportation again right after. Can I
Well,
rehearse my personality again?
You can. I mean, you can, but also you can set up teleportation for another city.
Cool. Let's do that.
Okay.
That's going to be a 16.
Okay.
Which city did you set up for before?
Sid Minos.
Yes.
All right. Which city are you aiming
So
for now?
Let's do one that's 2 before Sid Minos.
So that
Is that Charcom or I don't recall?
Orthia.
Trekholm. Yeah.
Trek home.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orthia doesn't have a circle.
I'll pay for everybody's thingy.
Huh?
You
Oh,
have
do
to
we
pay
need
for
to
every
pay 50
single-
gold for each teleportation circle?
These cities' teleportation are in secure facilities. While foreigners are allowed to enter, they will be questioned thoroughly. Nations asked to pay for teleportation visa if they do not already have.
Given that they're in different countries, I would imagine that yes, we would need different visas.
Yeah.
I'll pay for them. I still have 1,500 gold.
Sid Minos and Vindrice might take the same visa
Right.
since they're both Crystaliri cities.
Yeah, but I want to give us options depending on where and when we have to do this.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think having Trekholm and Sid Minos is a much better idea than having Sid Minos and Vindrice.
All right. I think that's everyone but Mina.
Yeah.
I forgot what you said you're doing.
Passports, visas, travel
Cool.
paperwork for our fake people personas.
Cool.
What role is this?
It can be dexterity, sleight of hand, intelligence, forgery kit, charisma, diplomacy, persuasion, or if you have another suggestion.
I'll try the dex.
Okay.
13.
That is not a success.
Yeah, I figured.
Do you have inspiration? No, you used
No,
it.
I used it. I used it on the much more important one, in my opinion.
I have a name.
Mina's distracted, guys. After she tries to set up this shit, she comes back. Guys, I just had a realization, and what are the odds that we run into the Lady Inspectress on this journey?
Former
Honestly,
lady
I'm kind of counting on it.
inspector.
Right. Yeah. Kind of blows our cover. A little.
We would be instantly made.
Yeah.
I'll paint my beak. Got it.
That's exactly what I was worried about. Done. We're good. Okay,
I mean,
cool.
I planned on disguising myself with a false personality anyway.
Right. But, like,
She knows us. She'll know it's us.
Well, then that's a risk we have to take.
I understand.
There's not much we
It's
can do about it.
It's something we haven't talked about until now, and it just hit me. Maybe it should have hit me 3 weeks ago, but it
So we
just hit
kill
me.
her.
Huh?
So we kill her.
I'm fine with killing her, but that's not the point.
We'll have to do our best to disguise ourselves as well as possible.
What if we
Similar
take
to
her
what
as
we
our
did for the
hostage?
gala. That could work too.
I want her to be our hostage. Absolutely. Bring her back here in handcuffs, like she never let me do to that other chick.
Certainly, if we see the Lady Inspectress, we need to either kill her or take her hostage immediately.
Yeah.
Because if we see her, we need to work under the assumption that she has seen and identified us.
Agreed.
I just wanted, it's all about communication. I wanted it out there.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'll just like paint this part of my beak black.
Yep, that'll do it.
That'll work.
That's basically the bird equivalent of putting on a false goatee, I think. All right. What's up next?
next week.
Why do all of my skills suck?
Because you're a combat-focused person.
You
Because they're
can just
not related to this.
you can just leave me on paper trail. I think that it's prudent to just have me grind that one out.
Can
Honestly,
I athletics my way into being good at this?
I'm gonna rehearse my personality one more time.
Yeah, athletics is not present on any of these checks, I don't think.
Didn't really think so.
Oh,
Just, you know.
athletics to look the part, to like work
Oh,
out
yeah,
and get
maybe.
into shape.
What if I wasn't in shape and I don't need to work out? I need to sit on my ass and gain a couple pounds.
That's
athletics to know what to not do. Yeah.
Sure.
all right.
I mean, I would say stealth to try to act in secret, but
But I'm not
honestly,
stealthy.
if
That is the thing.
yeah, but honestly, if I feel like if I hit this paper trail, we finished the spies subquest,
Yeah.
and if I complete this paper trail, so we get the 9 successes from that. Like, if that doesn't complete secrecy, I feel like we were kind of set up to fail on secrecy.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Elfari and Mina. Any ideas?
I need to. Have we done look the part yet?
There are no successes there yet.
Okay. Oh, can we get max 2 successes but not max 2 tries?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look the part.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot more we can do on cover identities still.
Some of the contingencies, Mina, also don't necessarily require a check.
I know. What was the care package one again?
So that is.
I think we don't qualify for that one because
Yeah, you kind of need the sending ritual. You basically set up with a mage here in town to
Right.
have items ready to be teleported to you when you send them a message. Unless you have another way that you can think of to send that message
The only
besides
person
sending.
I know I can send a message to would be Gail, and I don't like her much either, so keep her out of this.
Well, there's also what's his face, the guard, but he's not very useful here.
I think didn't you guys have? You probably used up rolls. You did get some.
We did.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I don't have any of them.
Oh no! I was thinking.
I don't have any either. The only scroll I have is I still have the scroll of Signal Flare Fairy Fire.
Oh yeah.
Saving it for just the right occasion, which is
That's right. You had gotten the comprehend languages, knock, and water breathing from Winona's cabin.
I'm going to use the Signal Flare Fairy Fire in the final boss battle.
Yeah. Like holding on to the snowman piece and then eating it. Anyway.
Some other things Carter's done in every game he's ever played in, apparently.
Huh?
Doesn't Carter do that often?
Mina.
Oh yeah. I'm a terrible video game hoarder.
So can I set up a friendly passenger and coach?
Sure. All right. I will need. Yep.
Sorry. Rolling my history for
finishing touches.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 14.
That is not a success.
That's what I thought.
All right.
Oh, I should roll mine. That's a 14.
That is.
Whew.
Thanks to.
Lowered it far enough.
Yeah. Thank you, Ilfairy.
You're welcome.
I just keep rolling lower and lower. I don't know what's happening.
James?
Right. Look the part. I'm gonna go get dressed, and I'm gonna learn. Oh, actually, I gotta paint the front of my beak
Okay.
red, not black, because it's already black.
All right.
I kind of forgot what colors I was.
I mean, you're a wealthy businessman. You gotta get your beak dyed.
Yeah,
What all the hip Bavarians are doing.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
bleach the tips of my feathers.
No. You gotta get it made to look natural.
All right.
You just it just gives you that youthful look.
What check are you making?
What are the check options?
Disguise kit, intelligence, or charisma deception.
Charisma deception or charisma what? Or charisma disguise kit, right. I guess I'll just do charisma deception.
Okay.
I'll use my Skyseer's blessing. Here
Sure.
goes. 15. I got myself a nice tailcoat, like a long jacket. And a nice button-up shirt that gets around the wide chest, because birds just have big chests.
Well, birds have very like extended, pointy chests
Yeah,
because you got a breastbone that does this.
yeah, and a big hat, a tall hat. What kind? When you guys were saying tall hat, were you imagining like top hat, tall hat, or
Yes.
Imagine
Okay.
a top hat, but like jokingly large
Yeah.
sure?
and purple. I imagined it bright purple.
But I do convince them to, or not convince, but like I do explain that I want to be taken seriously, so I get a serious tall hat and a
It's
monocle.
bright. It's bright purple and it has an angry face drawn on it.
I don't think that's the case.
All right. Where is the friendly passenger?
Maybe it's just a very classy top hat.
Yeah, pretty much. And a top hat and a cane, or top hat, monocle, cane.
Yeah, I'm literally seeing like Steel Tycoon. Like
Sexy 1980s, sorry, sexy 1800s conglomerates.
still
Conglomerate tycoon.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
just
I'm gonna
fuse that.
Google Steel Tycoon bird, and we'll see if I get a cool picture.
Google Steel Tycoon and then Google bird in a top hat and then just fuse.
I wish it was that easy to find exactly what you're looking for in image search sometimes.
I mean, side note, Google bird in a top hat, the results are not disappointing.
Yeah, there it is. I'm the first one.
All right.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
I can't find the stats at the moment for the friendly passenger, but we'll work it out later. But you are able to arrange for one allied passenger to be in the coach cars ready to act on the right signal.
awesome.
All right.
Are we
That-
doing the other 3 weeks tonight?
There's only 2 more to go.
Oh, there's only 2 left.
Only
Oh,
2
I
left,
lost track of
yeah.
time.
Real
So I
quick.
don't have to. I didn't have to make a roll. I just set that up.
Yep.
Awesome.
Really quick, Redbeard, could you just quickly Google bird in a top hat and show it to the audience while we pick what we're about to do?
I mean, I have it on my.
Very first image.
Yeah, it's literally the first one.
This one.
Nope, not that one.
So it's not the first image for everyone.
This is the first
Yeah.
one I see.
It's the one where
It's
it's,
the
like on
second
the
one.
book page.
That second one there.
Yeah, it's the second one for you. That's the first image for me as well.
All right. Well, there you go.
No, this the second one.
This is the second one.
We
Oh,
don't
okay. Yeah,
we're delayed on Twitch. That's all.
Oh.
yeah. Sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
cool. So we
Forgot
have
about delay.
decided our roles. I need to rehearse business personality.
Business.
Business.
I work at the business factory. All right. Theodore, we know what you're doing.
Yeah. 26.
Yes.
Can I keep rehearsing that personality?
Oh, wait,
Yep. One
only
more
One
time.
of us can do it though.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, I thought you were doing finishing touches though, because that's the intelligence one.
I'll do finishing touches.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Am I
finishing
rolling
touches
trade
is literally
intelligence?
all about like getting to know the things that you could get tripped up on.
Cool. 16. 15.
All right. That is a success.
Clutch.
All right. Rehearsing.
Uh-huh.
Skyseer's Blessing.
Okay.
So good.
Insight.
Oh, insight?
Yes?
Hell yeah. 17.
That's
I would like to buy your thing. I would like to buy your thing. I would like to buy your thing.
I would like to buy your thing. I would like to buy your thing.
Hey,
I would like to buy your thing.
Ooh, that's the one. That's the one.
Mina, what are you doing?
That's an excellent question. Can I try to set up one last teleportation port?
Sure. Which city? Nalam and Vendrise are the last two that have not had established.
Let's go with Vendrise.
Okay.
Just in case we get to the end and go, hey, we got what we need, let's bounce.
Sure. Sounds.
This is an Arcana check, yeah?
Yep.
That thing that I can't do, but I am proficient in.
But you'd like to think that you can.
She's very
Motherfucker.
knowledgeable. She
8.
knows how to do it.
Oh.
She knows how to do it in theory.
Yep.
All right.
Not in practice.
That was everyone for that week.
yeah.
Cool.
All right. One more week to go.
So we're done rehearsing personalities. Let's
Yep.
get
I'm just gonna go ahead.
I'm going
I'll
to do
get us-
docks and ports.
I'll get us some paperwork.
I got a 25.
What do you want to do?
All right.
Hell yeah, we're so secret. Circle. Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh no, our successes!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's get us some documents. What are the checks?
Suggested here is dexterity, sleight of hand, or intelligence, forgery kit, or charisma, diplomacy. Persuasion.
I will persuade people with my Skyseer's Blessing.
Right.
I don't like it. 13.
That is not.
Well, I tried.
Our cover identities suck. We're going to be made
Mine is fine.
immediately.
Our
Mine is
cover
absolutely
identities are
fine.
fine. We have
It's-
6 successes.
It's just
It's a group
that I
effort.
failed everything in cover identities except for my natural 20 on being good at imitating.
All right.
I've not done well tonight. I know it's fine, but
Yeah, I mean you're not really built for skill challenges.
no.
You were built for shooting.
Yup.
It's not the first time this has come up.
Had I
Yeah.
realized rehearse personalities was insight, I would have just done that like 3 times.
I was surprised you weren't, because I mentioned that it was.
I didn't hear that one.
I don't know what's so hard about this, guys. You just roll a d20 and then add 9.
All right, Jack, you're doing docks and ports.
Yes.
Which city would you like to make a backup plan at?
Let's
I'm
go
not
with
sure
the
what
one
Carter's laughing at right
between
now.
Sid Minos and Trekholm.
This is for a port city,
Oh.
not a route. So this is a contingency to ensure you have allies at the docks of one of the coastal cities, which is every city but Nalam.
Because it's hard to pull a boat up a mountain.
These allies might only number 5 or 6, and they won't fight.
Just in case
but
shit.
They'll act as lookouts or do safe favors. Arrange and communicate codes and signals. Sorry, which city did you say?
Let's have them in Vindrise.
We might want them earlier in the route so that.
I also thought that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do them in
Orthia.
Orthia.
Okay. There's no check needed for that one. All right, and Mina?
Can I try to get us teleportation out of Vindrise one more time?
Go ahead.
You can do it, babe.
I've been burned so much tonight.
Oh.
Natural 20. The only two that I succeeded in were natural 20. What the fuck?
You actually teleport there to set it up.
Yeah. So this one was a 24 because I actually have.
After like you flumble your approach to make the contacts the first time, but you come back the next week full of determination and convince this wizard that you in fact should be allowed to teleport in and out of their city.
Let me just tell
Four
you.
is a good modifier for you.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
4 is,
Okay.
it's not terrible at our level.
Okay.
And then it costs us all 50 gold again.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Yep.
cover it. I'll cover it.
Okay.
Fine.
So we'll wrap this up since we are over time. But you have a complete victory in your secrecy.
Yeah.
The Obscurati have no idea that you are heading to Dinar.
Fuck yeah.
For your cover identities, what did you end up? 6? All right, that is a partial victory.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your identities will be hard to pierce, but they won't stand up to close scrutiny.
I feel like that's fair. We have a pirate who's trying to.
I
Hello,
would
I'm
like to
Lord
buy your
Business.
thing.
And your success for your contingencies basically comes down to this is what you have available to you.
Right.
Which I've made note of. It seems like you've got a pretty good network set up. You've got some help on board, and you've got some escape routes and some people established on the ground.
So how many successes was it for total success now that it's done? For each one.
8.
So secrecy has a thing where if you get 7 on the same thing, you get a bonus of 2, but 8 was total success.
Yes.
Okay.
Does it offset a failure with like locate spies or something?
No.
Oh well.
So.
Yeah, I'm sure that's probably just like a funny thing that
I mean,
happens in
I guess it could have been worded that it only gives 1 success, so that if somebody focused on that the entire time, it would put you right at the complete victory mark. But it worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's fine. It's just a funny. It's a weird decision. But it's fine.
We'll get on our way next week, Friday, where we'll put into practice what we've planned here, starting with a trip to Dinar via their new boat, the Ulamunder.
Yeah, steamship.
I'll work on statting that up for you guys using our established naval rule set and have it ready for you later.
Please buy my gun.
Please
Would you
buy
please
my
buy?
gun.
Please
All right.
buy my gun.
Good night,
I am
everybody.
an arms dealer.
Good night.
But you don't have any arms!